Did something right already today.
Yeah, man. Clap, clap, clap. We passed the test. Yeah, man, we're good.
We want you. Yeah, baby.
All right, man.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing today? Sunday Fun Day. And thank you guys for joining QL Podcast Chicago. Finally going to do it with Jimmy B, DJ Jimmy B. Chicago native. And guess what? He's a former on-air radio host of 88.1 WCRX and 107.9 Greatest Hits of the 70s, correct?
Yes.
And former 911 operator and currently badass DJ, right, bro?
Well, I try. I think all DJs are good. There's just some really stand out.
Right.
They really do.
Yeah. So, Jimmy, we want some background on you, Jimmy. Let's talk about you. Give us some background on where you grew up, your neighborhood, your high school. Start there if you want.
All right. Well,
Give us an introduction to Jimmy B.
I was born in Evergreen Park, and when I was born, my mother told me this story. Obviously, I couldn't remember, but she said when I was born, the doctors thought I was deaf
Really?
because I didn't cry when I was born. And my mother told me that one of the doctors walked over to a radio that was on a shelf and turned the radio on, and classical music was on, and that's when I started to cry.
Get out of here.
My mother told me this story.
Really? Wow.
I'm too young, obviously, I couldn't remember that.
Wow.
And then there's another story she told me when I was a little boy. I was in a baby seat in the back seat of a 1972 Nova. And I heard this voice. And I asked my mom, where's this man's voice coming from? Oh, it's coming from the radio. I said, the radio? What's a radio? I didn't know what a radio was. Just hearing this guy's voice,
Right.
I liked it. And it just seemed like, I don't know, sound and music. And like I was born and raised Catholic, but I don't practice religion.
You're a non-practicing Catholic just like me.
But I like to go to church for the acoustic guitars.
Okay.
So I always would beg my mom to take me to the acoustic mass because I like to listen to the music. You know?
Right.
What else? Grew up around 63rd and Narragansett.
Okay, not too far away from
very
here.
Close, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we ended up moving to Berwyn. I think I was 11 at the time.
Okay.
And then was in Berwyn my whole life, still in the same area, and moved to Stickney. Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been in Stickney for a long time now?
Over 20 years. Oh, yeah.
How you like it? Besides the flooding I hear about that happens consistently over there.
You know, Stickney's a beautiful little town, and I think it's run very well. It's clean. Taxes are fairly reasonable.
Yeah.
And I think they do a pretty good job. As far as the flooding goes, check valves, sub pumps, tiles.
Put them on if you have to. You need to.
You got to do it.
Yeah, for sure. 'Cause, I know you had a hiccup last week, right, with all the rain and stuff.
Horrible.
What high school did you go to, Jimmy?
I went to Morton West High School.
On over there by Riverside, or where's that?
Yeah,
Technically Berwyn, right?
Pretty much like
26th in Harlem.
26th, 22nd in Harlem,
Yeah.
that whole block there.
How was that high school there when you were going? Was it nice? Was it horrible like all the other schools back in the day?
No, I had a pretty good high school life. I pretty much kept to myself and just did a lot of stuff with DJing and practicing mixing, and
Yeah.
did play a lot of sports prior to high school: baseball, football, ice hockey, tennis. I still do those kind of things. Not as competitively, mostly just for fun.
Okay.
You know, but I was always just turntables on my mind, you know. The first stuff I started out with was 2 different brand turntables with belt drives, and
What drove you or inspired you to become a DJ? What was your first experience? What drove you to?
you know, just I think it started when I was young. I just heard this voice in the back of a car and wanted to do something like that, and just eventually, you know, one of the other things that really propelled me was roller skating.
Really?
Yeah, I used to roller skate a few times a week. And,
Oh man, I wish I knew how to roller skate, man.
And I climbed these stairs in Westmont. I don't know if anybody's familiar with this roller rink. It's not there anymore, but it used to be on Cass Avenue. just south of Ogden in Westmont. And there were these stairs I climbed. I was little. I saw all these flashing lights and this guy doing something on turntables, and I was like, I got to do this. I wanted to hear Situation by Yaz.
Okay.
You know, I love that song.
Uh-huh.
And what was interesting about that interaction was that the DJ, his name was Gary Schiavaio, and he lived in Downers Grove. And I was a little kid, and I don't know, he kind of just ended up becoming friends, and he was really good to me. And then one day, I was at a roller rink in Chicago, Dancing Wheels. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that, but they used to throw big house parties there, big speakers and stuff. And well, I wanted to DJ at this roller rink, and the DJ at the time, I forget his name, but I went in there and I talked to him. He just kept telling me no. So, you know.
Of course he did.
Of course, everybody tells you no. I mean, I used to hate the word. Now it's my favorite word.
Yeah.
I understand.
It's funny,
like,
right?
No means no. Like, no.
Oh, God.
But I went home and I talked to my parents. And my parents were very intelligent people. My father was a business owner. My mother was an accountant and a teacher. And I talked with them about it. And they said, well, you know, he doesn't own the place. Go talk to the owner. And I'm like, great idea. So I went and talked to somebody else who happened to be the owner. And the owner went and talked to him. And the next thing you know, I was in there with my records mixing. Uh-huh. And the interesting thing about this was 20 years later, true story. I'm about 25 years old. I'm working at a radio station. My sister comes home with her new boyfriend. Guess who her new boyfriend is? The DJ from Dancing Wheels when I was a little boy. Guess what he wants? He wants to use my DJ equipment.
Oh, sure he does.
To make an air check tape.
Oh,
to
nice.
apply for a radio station.
Oh, nice.
That's what I said.
Uh-huh.
I'm the owner. No.
Isn't it nice to want?
I'm the owner. No.
Yeah.
You got to own it, baby.
That's right.
Yeah, but, you know, be careful how you treat people, especially if you're older, because the young people are coming up.
Yeah.
And you're going to need them. It's like your grandparents with the VCR and flash that light and they couldn't figure out how to change the time.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. That's where I'm at right now with this technology. Update this. Update. You need 17 passcodes to get to your email. What the hell?
Oh God, yeah,
you know
man. That's I got a notebook there full of all my Oh my God, it's
terrible.
Yeah, it is. And then they got to change them. You get hacked. You got to change everything now. Like what the fuck? Yeah, it's
one update and it's all gone.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the bad thing I hate about technology. But you know, you got to deal with it and whatever. So go ahead, continue. I'm sorry, I didn't want to cut you off.
That's okay. That's just the story about Dancing Wheels. I love that roller rink. It was kind of small because I got really long legs.
So Jimmy, tell me, bro, when you so you got exposed to music at a very early age. How long did it take for you to let me ask you this. How did you go about acquiring your DJ gear? Was that something that was real difficult for you?
You ain't kidding.
Because a lot of us DJs there was a lot of DJs out there, man, that had the money because their parents were wealthy or whatever it was. Everybody was in a different boat, right? But everybody wanted the DJ equipment. So how did you come about getting your DJ equipment? You rented it?
Well,
your friends let you borrow it? You stole it? What did you do?
These are stories. They might be true. They might not be.
Uh-huh.
But, I worked really hard. I was a little kid. I think I was 11 or so. I was researching the cost of equipment, and I had numbers written down, you know.
Uh-huh.
I went to my parents, and they laughed at me, you know. You're nuts.
You trying to do what?
Yeah, right. Then I went to my grandparents. You're nuts. So then I went and I got a paper route. I was 11 years old. I delivered the Tribune and the Sun-Times 7 days a week. I was up every morning at 4:30, and I was in school.
Wow, you were doing that shit?
I made $50 a month. $50 a month. I would go to garage sales. I would go to resale. I would buy stuff that was broken and make it work. Rubber bands on turntables. So I'm telling you, man, it was crazy.
Wow.
It was a lot of work.
So it took you quite some time then for you to buy your gear and
actually, like, my first gig was when I was 13.
Damn, really? That young?
Yeah. And
Where did you DJ at?
38th and Wood Street.
And this was a residential or was it an
residential? What happened was I was around 11 years old when I started, and the the phone rang one night when I was 13 years old, and my mother answered the phone, and it turns out that one of my aunts was at a block party that the DJ didn't show up to, and they needed a DJ. And my aunt was like, I got a guy. 13 years old, knows nothing, you know?
Like this kid right here. Yeah, sure.
So, well, I also have to include somebody that is very close to me still to this day, my friend Dave, because Dave and I grew up together, and we were a good team, and he was there at this event. So we get there, and my sister just turned 16, just got her license, driving my mom's station wagon, and all the shit's packed in the back there, you know. We get to the block party, and all these people are walking toward the station wagon. They start taking my equipment. I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
Right.
I thought they were stealing it from me. You know, I didn't know they were helping. I'm like, this is awesome. You
Right.
know? So we set it all up. And at the time, I had like a J.C. Penney belt-driven turntable with no pitch control, you know, and then some other kind of thing in a cassette deck, and some J.C. Penney receiver that I was using for an amplifier with, like, I don't know, Kraco speakers, and
All the good old
you
days.
know, and hook it all up, and everything's going until it all dies. Everything just wasn't strong enough, you know. Just
Okay.
The equipment gave out. The people went into their houses and brought out house speakers, amplifier, hooked everything up, and we kept going. And we
Nice.
kept going, and we had. I had gone to like a dollar store, or some store, and bought dumb stuff to give away, like plungers and toilet paper.
Now, when you started this gig at 13, how many records did you have in your crate already?
Well, I probably
curious.
I probably only had like one crate of records, and I know I had a lot of like my mom's 45s. You know, yeah, I like 12-inch singles. They're just fun.
Yeah.
Like 45s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some people that enjoy them. I don't know I don't know.
What I never realized is how much is actually on these 45s, and now I'm kind of after some of them. You know.
Chris, thank you for joining.
You know, some of the stuff that we like is on 45s that we don't know is on 45s. Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
was just having a discussion with a good friend of mine, Chris, who might be watching now. We send stuff back and forth on TikTok like crazy about music. Love you, Chris. Love you, Connie. And everybody else who knows me.
Yeah, Connie's on here. She just shared the live. Thank you, Connie. Chris is on here. What up, J Bag? My girl,
J-Bag.
my girl Raquel, my baby Raquel.
That's funny.
She's on there. She's who else is on here? That's it for now.
Yeah, Connie came up with the name J-Bag. One day we were in her backyard just sitting around.
Roller
and,
rink.
I don't know, just J-Bag came out, and boy, did I laugh. That was funny.
The music at the roller rink for sure inspires DJs. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
To this day.
absolutely, man.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know why did they disappear, man. Good time. Shit, I don't know what happened.
Expensive insurance.
Is that what it was?
Not only that, but people aren't really. They're staying at home playing video games.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what it is. The new generation is killing everything.
Well,
Technology, man.
it's just a little
That
different.
too.
You know, we used to be outside all day.
Oh yeah, street lights were on. Our asses had to be home.
Man.
Isn't that crazy that we lived that way? Our parents just let us out, and all right, guys, you know
No
what time to be
phones,
home.
No nothing.
And we used to go everywhere, dude, on our
Every-
bikes.
Everywhere.
And we would get our bikes stolen, and we didn't want to tell our parents because then we get our asses kicked. Well, I did anyways. I got my ass kicked.
Parents, they whooped me.
My bicycle, I think lasted me one day, and I got my ass beaten. There you go. Never again. Never happened to me again.
Never.
So see, ass whoopings did a good thing for me, man.
Yeah. I at the time I didn't like it, but I think as I grow older and mature a little bit more, not much.
Right.
You know, I'm still a little goofy. I'm happy my parents did what they did because I'd be in Cook County jail.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You know,
Oh, same thing here, man.
we had a little text discussion about something that happened in your life a long time ago, and
Yeah.
you just gotta walk away sometimes.
So how many people were you performing at this first gig of yours at 13? How many people were there?
There were a lot of people.
Really?
Hundreds. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And you know
Wow.
what? There was never any money discussed. at
And
the
you
end-
weren't nervous at all or nothing, dude? You were
No,
just like
no,
nothing?
I loved it.
You
I was
really?
making fun of Dick Biondi because I know oldies better than he does.
Wow, get out of
I
here.
was ripping him. Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's just a joke. He's
Damn, Jimmy, I would love to see that videotape.
and well, at the end of the night, what was weird is no money was discussed. There's no contract, no nothing. Somebody grabbed the microphone and said, "Hey, you know, we went around and we passed this hat around for you, and we really appreciate you." And they just gave me this hat. got to realize, like, I was born in 71. So a 13 is like 84.
Mm-hmm.
There was over $600 in that hat.
No way.
Yeah.
Damn, that much money?
And I didn't even have any good equipment. They all brought their equipment out and carried
You
all
used
my
their
shit,
shit.
and set it up.
Nice.
Like, it was perfect.
Wow, that was
Like, I couldn't even believe it.
that was a great first successful
and
gig.
not only that, but I was able to buy my first Technique 1200 with that money.
Yeah.
I started at 11, you know. 13.
So is that the first thing you did? You went and got yourself a turntable?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, in a heartbeat.
And then I was crying because they needed another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, so now what are you doing? Using the one and the other one
Oh,
too?
yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Oh yeah, it had to be. And then I need a mixer now.
Oh, the mixer's the best. You know, when I first started, I was trying to figure out how they were getting 2 songs to play at one time, and I didn't even know what a mixer was.
Uh-huh.
So on my receiver, I'm trying to hit the tape deck and the turntable at the same time.
Okay.
And I got them both to work, and nothing worked. It was broken. So now I went to my dad, and I'm like, how did this happen?
Uh-huh.
My dad, like you, was an electrician.
Uh-huh.
He owned Beamar Electric on 35th and Ashland.
Beamar. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
With his father and his brother. And he's like, well, you broke it. You need a mixer. I'm like, what's a mixer? You know, when we went to Radio Shack, and I saw the mixer, and I wanted the mixer, but I had no money for the mixer. But for Christmas, I got myself a realistic.
Nice.
Yeah. With the, I love the UV meters. You remember the old
Oh
UV
yeah.
meters? That
Yeah, I
weren't
got to
digital?
I got to mess with one of them.
I love those, man.
Yeah, I got to mess. I had the opportunity to mess with one of those.
That's like real
I
vintage.
can't remember where. I think it was my cousin's DJ equipment. He had a realistic mixer. Yeah, and then of course the Newmark, the famous Newmarks came after that, and Gemini.
My favorite
messing with
Newmark
those.
mixer was the one with the 4-second sampler. I wish it had more time banks. They had
Uh-huh.
4 little buttons, and each one was like a second. But
I don't think I remember. I don't remember going that far with. I didn't last too long when I was DJing. And I was in 8th grade, 7th grade. It lasted about a year, Jimmy, and then I just gave it up. And I'm like, I had better things planned for my life at the time, you know, fucking knucklehead. So I just didn't pursue it anymore. And not only that, I didn't have the money for it. So I was just like,
yeah, in 8th
So I
grade,
lost it.
in 8th grade, I was actually
interest.
hired by my school to do our dance.
Really?
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh hell yeah!
And then
That's what's up.
after that, you know, got into high school and just kept up with the music. And I got a job at a little bar in Berwyn. Was on, I think it was on, Cermak and Oak Park was Empty Spirits. I don't know if anybody out there is familiar with Empty Spirits. I used to spin there on Friday nights. And they had like 99-cent beer beef, you know, on Friday nights, and at midnight, you know, it's Saturday, so the beer is now $3 a bottle. That place, I really feel like, you know, I don't want to be in that place anymore, but I feel like that place really propelled me.
Yeah.
You know, when you get in somewhere and people keep coming and they just keep coming and coming, they start asking you, hey, do you have mixtapes? And I was like, okay, now I got to make mix. You know, I was selling them at Hot Jams, and Andre,
I missed that guy, man.
I'll never
Shout outs
forget
to
it.
Andre.
I just started
Jams.
driving, and I had given Andre some mixes to sell, and you know, back then we didn't have YouTube. I didn't have anybody to go to know how to do this stuff, so it's kind of like all on my own. And it was the first time that I went to a distributor to have like a mass production
Ecstasy.
of a mix. And I didn't have them master it. And what happened was it was only on one channel, the recording. So it was only coming out of like your right speakers and not your left speakers. And Andre's like, everybody's asking me about you. He's like, they love the mix, but it's only coming out of one side of their stereo. You know, he's like,
Mono.
can't sell it. I'm like, oh, screw. You know,
Yeah.
I was 16 years old, just started driving, and there was a scratch I did in one of the mixes. And that particular scratch is a fluke because I can't figure out how I did it, and I can't consistently do it. I can
Okay.
get the sound once in a while,
But it won't stick.
but somehow that got recorded on that mix, and Andre said to me, there's a guy in New York who wants to talk to you. And I'm like, okay. So he gave me the number, gave the number to my parents. My parents talked to him. No, you can't go to New York. I don't even know what it was about, but something to do with, obviously, DJing and music, right? And I liked Andre. Andre was always straight up and nice with me. He was always fair and honest. And then, you know, so many opportunities along the way where my parents said, you're going to go to college and you're going to get a career and you're going to do this and don't
Right.
do that and this and that. I DJ'd a New Year's Eve party one time that I got through working at a club. I think it was in Palos Hills or Heights, McSam's. And down the street from this nightclub, there was a car dealership, and the name of the car dealership was Bob Hames Oldsmobile.
Okay.
And Bob Hames came and he asked me to DJ a car show, so I did that. And then he came to me and asked me to DJ a New Year's Eve party for him at a private clubhouse. And it was beautiful. I mean, beautiful, beautiful. So I'm there with two friends of mine. One of them passed away. His name is George. Was a really good friend. Parkinson's got him. And,
So my neighbor has.
and my friend Ron helped me too on this gig. And so I'm setting up the equipment, and this guy is kind of watching me, and I don't know, he's asking me questions, and I'm kind of like, just want to get my stuff. I want to be on time. I like to be early because I don't like to screw up people's events.
Right.
And I didn't
Unprofessional.
I didn't know who that was, but the next day, I got a phone call from Bob Hames, and he's like, somebody's interested in you and wants to know if you want to go work for him. And I'm like, well, I don't know who. I don't even know what it's about. It's like, it's George Thorogood. That's who was in front of me. Do you know who George Thorogood is?
No.
Bad to the Bone.
Oh,
Bad.
that's him?
He was.
Wow.
They went to high school together.
No
He was
shit.
invited to that party.
No shit.
My parents talked with George Thorogood, and my parents still said no.
Really?
Yeah.
What the F?
I don't know, man. But here I am. And you know what? I'm happy that things worked out the way they did, because if they didn't, I wouldn't be here today at this time,
Yeah.
And I'm happy I met you.
Yeah.
And I met a lot of good people through you,
Yeah.
and I think you're a kind person.
Thank you. Appreciate
And
that.
I like the way that you support DJs, and that's why I wanted to meet you.
Yeah.
Tell them how we met.
No, you tell him. You tell him.
Okay, so I'd been.
Or let's ask the question. How did you come about contacting me? Or
Why did I?
yeah.
Okay.
Why?
For selfish reasons.
Okay.
Because I wanted my mixes played. Because
Yeah.
well, one reason is my wife. She's very supportive and has been, and I owe her a lot of gratitude for that. I think one of the reasons why I made it at CBS was because
Because of her.
the support, the right
Yeah.
kind of
It's
support.
like me. I got all of this because of Raquel. She's the one that started this whole thing.
Yeah, but they crush you a little bit every day.
Yeah.
And they lift you up. You know what I'm saying. But anyway,
You forgot to mention my name.
not for completely selfish reasons, but my wife really likes a mix I named it Huh. And
Yeah, it's the one I played.
she really likes that mix, and she's like, you got to make copies, and you got to get this out, and you got to, I spent a whole week on YouTube trying to get a mix on. I couldn't do it. I couldn't figure it out. I gave up. I mean, how much time am I supposed to spend on this crap?
Right. It's frustrating. It is.
Yeah, but it was not for selfish reasons, but as I was scrolling through TikTok, I recognized your page, and there was nobody on it, but there's music playing. And then all of a sudden,
Right.
I find out you're playing other DJs' mixes, and I'm like, this is exactly what I'm looking
Yeah.
for. I'm like,
Yeah.
now I gotta find out how I can meet this guy, because I don't just want to say, play this, play. I don't want to be pushy like that,
Carlos, what's up, Carlos Medina? Yeah.
So I had a light fixture in my bathroom that was out, driving my wife nuts. It wasn't out, but it was like the fan was making noise
Yeah.
the whole time for a new fan. So I'm like, maybe I can get Scrap to come over. He's an electrician. I can pay him to put a light in my bathroom, and I can give him a couple discs.
Yeah. Why not?
And I'm like,
That's a good one.
I figured it out.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's not coming over. He's a
I didn't bite.
electrician. He's not coming over for $60, folks. He's not doing it.
Not this ass is not jumping out this couch for $200 or more.
So I think
Let's-
it's been a little bit over a year since we've been talking on TikTok.
Yes, sir.
And I never know when you're going to go live.
Yeah, because I have no
Right?
schedule. Right.
So I'm constantly looking, for you.
Right.
And I found you one night, and I was listening, and you mentioned back pain.
Great. Yeah.
And
I'm struggling with severe back pain
and
for fucking months, and I'm glad.
I've had
You helped me out.
serious issues with back pain, so I figured this is my in. So I went to your message section and I said, "What's wrong with your back?" And you said, "I need an MRI and to see my doctor." And I bet you, if you look on your phone right now, verbatim, this was my response to you. No, you don't.
Right.
Call this number. This is the doctor's name.
Right.
That's all I left.
Yep.
And I told you.
Yep.
I warned you. I
Yep.
said, he's busy.
True story. This is a fucking true story, man.
He might not call you back right away, but he's a professional.
Right.
Give him time, he's going to call you back.
Yep.
And it was like 2 or 3 days, and you're like, he called me. I got an appointment at 3:40 or
2:45.
2:45. And what did I do next? I said, "That's great." I said, "If you have time afterwards, how would you like to meet?"
Which I was gonna. It was my idea to do that as well too.
And then you said yes. So
Yeah.
this is your fault.
Right.
Right. And that's when I gave you the mixes. And that's
Right.
when we started talking, and I told you these crazy things that happened
Yeah.
to me, and that's coming up later.
Yeah, but the crazy thing about this story was that Jimmy recommended me Dr. Salgado, right? So I show up there, and I'm like, "What? This place does not look real to me. Look fake, right?" I'm like, there was no sign out there whatsoever. It looked dirty as hell.
Yep.
And I was like, "Where the hell is everybody?" I'm ringing the door. There's nobody coming to the door. And I'm like, "All right, man, this looks a little sketchy, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And next thing you know, the guy opens the door, and guess what? It's some dude that I know that I haven't talked to in like about 15 years, a good friend of mine. He's a chiropractor. I had his number all the time, and he goes by the name of DJ Eclipse. He's a fucking DJ.
That's
So I
magic,
opened the door,
folks.
gave him a big hug, like, "Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me," blah, blah. And next thing you know, we're talking for about an hour and a half. I'm in back pain still. He still doesn't see me. We're there shooting the shit. And I'm like, and then he's like, "Dude, how did this happen?" Or what? I go, "Well, Jimmy." And they were, what? And I, "Oh, okay." And I was just like blown away. And the next thing you know, he did me, dude. I'm like, "Holy cow, this is crazy." You know, sit down, let's look at you. And right away, he fixed me right up, dude. He did what he did. And I was like, wow. And the next thing you know, I'm out of the room, and boom, there you are. And I tell you, like, dude, I know this guy.
Weird because
what? I know this guy.
Dr. Salgado never approached me that way.
He's a badass.
He's
a badass
chiropractor. Gave me a
chiropractor,
hug. You know?
Yeah.
Like he never, and then
He never does that.
smiled at me and looked at me like you knew me forever. I
Right.
was like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah.
And then you told me the story, and tell him about the situation with Dr. Salgado and the work he was supposed to do, and how you can help him with that. That's even the contractors, how they screwed him.
Oh yeah. That's another sad story. What happened? So what happened with him now when we're there chatting? He tells me that well, it was all over the news. I didn't know it was all over the news,
Neither
but
did I.
so what happened, guys, was there was some guy that went into a house on Cermak and Central, I believe, somewhere around there, with intentions of blowing this house right up. He walked in with 2 propane tanks, and he blew the whole fucking place up. And it was intentionally done to hurt his girlfriend that was gonna supposedly break up with him. And his mom happened to own the building right next door, and the building got severely damaged. Next thing you know, he had people come over. They only gave him like, I think, $400,000 or something like that, and the building was worth $800 or something. Anyways, he had a contractor come out over there, do some work, but he didn't finish the job. He took the money and ran away. Tried contacting him, and he wasn't getting no responses, no nothing. Like 2-3 months later, still nothing. And he's asking me for advice. So I'm telling him, "Hey, I got a couple guys that might look into your problem, and I can possibly go over there and at least look at it for you and see where you stand," because he said he was totally clueless. He didn't know what the fuck to do. He's like, "I don't know if I should just sell, if I should do this, that." He's like, "I just don't know what the fuck to do." And I just gave him some numbers, and next thing you know, he's going to Mexico. And I'm like, "All right, cool, man. Thank you for fixing me right up." And he did. I just, like you said, Jimmy, like twice. I went to go see him twice, and he fixed me right up. He found the problem, and all I had to do was just consistently do my exercise, which I'm still doing to this day, stretching and shit.
You got to keep up with that stuff.
Yeah, so I do it every day. I think I've only missed one time, but that was the crazy story with me and Jimmy, how we met. I mean, literally, we met online on one of my lives because he wanted me to play his mixes, and that's what I was doing at the time. I was playing. I'm still doing it. I play mixes for from DJs from everywhere over the time that I've collected. I was playing mixes from DJs from all over the place.
Yeah, if you're a producer or you're a DJ,
yeah. I had a couple guys that jumped on my live that were like, "Hey, dude, why are you playing other people's mixes?" And I'm like, "Dude, are you kidding me?
Why not?
Why not? No one else is doing it. What the fuck's wrong with what I'm doing? You crazy? Why?"
In order to be successful, you have to do the opposite.
And you're a prime example of
the
what
possibilities.
happened. Yeah.
The possibilities.
Yeah, you wanted your music played, and there you go. Hit me up, call me, whatever, and then that's what happened. Just that easy.
Yeah, and like that. You know, people are busy. You know, you're a union electrician. You got shit going on.
Yeah.
You know, you're flipping houses.
Yeah.
So the timing, you know, when it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
You know, you can't rush or force it. You know,
Yeah, but it wasn't an occurrence, like you said. It was not
Right.
an occurrence.
it just happened.
Yeah.
And that's the best way for it to be when it's not forced. You know,
Yeah.
and where there's cooperation, there's no corporation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like the way you put that.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Hollywood over here. I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention to you guys, but Hollywood was saying he likes your brim hat.
Oh, you like this one?
Yeah.
You should see the whole collection, baby. Oh, you'd love it, Hollywood. I'm gonna send you a picture later. I got your number, and I promised you I would not bother you, but you're getting the picture of the hats. I think you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. These hats, I don't know what happened, but I just saw them and liked them, so I started buying goofy hats. I got too many. I think I might give one away.
Yeah. Yeah, we share on the live. Maybe on the
Maybe.
next one. We'll think about it. We're gonna do something special for the second one.
Yeah,
I should have done it
definitely-
today, but
I'm giving something away, but
Yeah.
we're gonna have to talk about what it is because I think my wife is gonna be a little disappointed. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
okay. We're all disappointed
Yeah.
sometimes, some way.
So Jimmy, I was gonna ask you, what are your most difficult challenges as a DJ?
Today, the technology. It really
Bingo.
is, and it almost seems like it feels like there's too many options. I mean, options
Yeah,
are
I
good,
understand
right?
what you're saying.
But you got Rain, you got
There's no gear
Pioneer,
coming
you
up
got-
like every month.
yeah, you got Tractor, you got all these different
Competitors that are-
brands,
yeah.
and like this one has 4 channels, but you can only use 4 channels when you use your laptop. Other than that, you can use your USB stick.
It's a
but you only-
standalone
but
or
you only have 2 channels, you know,
Right.
and it's like
Right.
really irritating and frustrating. You know, I just want to throw a credit card out there and get the 3000s and pull them back, but that's crazy
Oh,
expensive.
yeah, it
man,
is.
You know,
It's expensive for sure.
especially if you're not pulling in $3,000 a week. you
Right.
know?
Well, yeah, that's the problem.
Right.
That's
And I think the other frustration that I have is the saturation. There's so many people doing it. You know,
Right.
every time you go on, like the only social media I use is TikTok. Every time you flip, maybe it's just my algorithm because I love DJs and music and I don't know, watching and listening, to DJs. But it's just like every time you're scrolling, it's DJ after DJ after DJ. It's
Yeah.
like,
everybody and their mamas is a DJ
and not only that, but
using the sync button.
I'm no better. I'm no better than
another
anybody.
story.
I'm no better than anybody on there. You know.
Yeah.
But I do like the communication. I like community. I think the event at Crash Bar went phenomenal. You know,
Yeah,
I
it
don't
did,
know.
thanks.
I don't know the workings of it. I don't know who the deal makers are. It's none of my business. But what I saw was that you had a very good lineup of DJs.
We did good, man. We
Yeah,
we kicked ass. All of us did.
and
Every single one of us did good.
yeah, everything was nice, man.
Yeah.
There was no trouble. It
Good
was
turnout.
friendly. People were friendly.
Yeah.
You know?
We had a good time. Can't wait for the second one. We're gonna have it outside. Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm glad.
Technology
glad
is
that they're coming
definitely
good.
the biggest challenge that I face today. I just lost 32 years of work on a hard drive.
Yeah.
just
That's
boom, done.
that sucks.
And what I was doing was I was using Windows XP, and I had a computer built, and I never connected it to the internet because I didn't want viruses or anything. That thing lasted for 32 years,
Yeah.
and then just blue
Boom.
screen gone.
Fuck.
And then my backup hard drive
Oh God,
got erased on top of it. So
Jimmy, it happened to me a few years ago.
So now I'm kind of like I
took me a
have
year to
I still
record 'em.
have some. I have a lot of music on disc and vinyl.
Uh-huh.
It's just so much more convenient digitally.
Yeah,
you know, I
of
mean,
course.
I still have to organize all my vinyl. It's still,
Right.
you know,
Yeah, it's a hassle, man. It's a fucking.
just to stay organized is rough.
Yeah, it happened to me a few years ago. I dropped my external hard drive and I caught it as it fell to the floor, but it corrupted it. And of course, I didn't have it backed up, dude. It took me a little over a year
Oh yeah, for
to
sure.
recuperate. I had to go through every single CD
Oh yeah, it's a pain in
and
the
do it. Oh, dude. Oh my
worst.
God.
The worst.
Never again. Never again. So
No,
now
there's
I
a
got everything on thumb
DJ.
drives.
There's a DJ on TikTok that I've been following for a long time. His name is DJ QBiz.
Mad Graham Jones.
Have you heard of this DJ QBiz?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a post about backing stuff up, and when I saw the amount of equipment he had,
Oh,
he got
I could imagine,
He's got
dude.
like 30 hard drives. He's backing
Oh
up.
yeah,
It's just
I
a
could just
ton of music,
yeah.
And there's so much music. I'm like, when I listen to you, and I listen to like Isaac, and I listen to all these DJs, I'm hearing music that is apparently old to everybody else that I never heard, or it's like really new and I've never heard. So, hearing new stuff and new transitions and just seeing different people do it, I mean, it just makes me go nuts. I love it.
Hey, along your journey, do you believe you missed certain opportunities, Jimmy?
Yes and no. Like I said, I had a chance to go to New York or do something in New York. Also had an opportunity with George Thorogood. Um,
But you got, but you along the way, you got to open up for popular DJs, right? You opened up for Bad Boy Builder.
well, yes, but
You've
that's kind of a
done,
yeah. I've been on stage with Bad Boy Bill 3 times,
yeah.
and
How was that like?
well, the first, amazing.
Yeah,
I mean,
just the energy, right? The presence.
well, as a kid growing up, I listened to BMX a lot.
Yeah.
And out of all the DJs on there, I don't know. I didn't even know what Bad Boy Bill looked like. All I know is I liked the sound.
Yeah.
Whatever he was doing, I always looked forward to his mixes. And when I graduated 8th grade and went into my freshman year of high school, Bad Boy Bill was the DJ for the introduction to the new freshmen. I didn't even know it then that was Bad Boy Bill. And I'll never forget it. He had 2 little red lights on speakers, like sirens,
Yeah.
a table, 2 1200s, and a couple crates of records. That was it. And one of the things that he did that night that was kind of neat was Conga by Gloria Estefan.
Okay.
On the flip side, there's a part where it says, "Sorry, Bozo," on the vinyl.
Okay.
So he was doing tricks, repeats with "Sorry, Bozo."
Okay.
And then at that time, I think I was 13 when I was going into my freshman year. And then I was 15, and I remember getting flyers at high school, seeing all Bad Boy Bill on there, and Mickey Oliver, and Julian Perez, and all these different guys. I'm like, how do I get on there? Like I was horrible. I still have issues, but I'm working on it. But I end up going and calling this phone number on a flyer, and I leave a message. I get a phone call back, and I'm like, I already know where the party is. I want to know, how do I get on this flyer? Because I want to be on this flyer,
Mm-hmm.
And somebody called me back. I don't even remember the name. Just show up with some records. They might need you. If they need you, they'll ask you. So I'm like, okay. So I talked to my mom. I'm like, Mom, you got to drive me to Marina Towers. Why do I have to drive? Because I want to go, So I grabbed my little yellow quarter crate of records, and I go, and I'm just standing there, and this guy comes up to me. He taps me on the shoulder. He's like, "You're on." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "There was an accident. Bill got into a car accident.
Oh no shit.
He's okay, but they need somebody to go on. He's still coming here, but they need somebody to go on now.
Right now.
Everybody's already done. You're the only one. You're it." I'm like, "Okay." I went on, and I'm a head down DJ. I'm not one of these guys I can't.
And looking at
Like-
focusing on the crowd so much.
No, I got I'm not a multitasker like that.
Okay.
I'm not a fist pumper,
Okay.
And if you ever see me doing this and screaming, you know that DJ's good. There's only one DJ that made me do that, and I can't find this guy.
Uh-huh.
His name is DJ Denny, and I saw him on Incorrupt boat cruise on Lake Michigan.
Okay.
This guy took risks, and I can't find like the style. I think he made his own music, and he did his
Denny, how do you spell it? Denni?
I think it's Denney. And I
Okay.
think he has a couple of songs out, but I never find the guy.
Really?
I mean, whatever he did, however he did it, and I was watching him, and he was taking risks. I could see he didn't want to take but he took it, and it worked, man. I mean, he threw it down. I mean,
All right, we gotta look for that guy.
we
gotta look for him.
And then, at this event at Marina Towers, I had my head down, I'm mixing, and I go into a scratch, because I had a tape of Bad Boy Bill that I listened to over and over trying to get this scratch. I love the way, how's he doing this? I would get so frustrated. I'd throw shit at the wall, I'd cry. Oh, and then I heard it. And then I went to do it again, and I wasn't able to do it. And I'm like, I did it once, I can do it. So I finally got it down. And as I went into the scratch at this event, he was standing right next to me. I didn't even know it was him. And I was done. And he approached me. And he put his hand out to shake my hand. And he said, that was really good. I was a little kid. I was like, this is a guy I've been kind of like listening to and wanting to like have that sound. There's one post on TikTok he's got with "Don't Stop the Rock." I sent it to you.
Yeah, I seen that.
If you listen to that on
yeah.
a good system with
God.
with a sub and a top, dude,
Yeah.
I don't know where I kind of know playing with music and getting sound, but man, that guy's on.
Yeah.
I saw a video edit he did. This was a long time. It was for a long time ago. It was for CBS, and it was for the Chicago Bears. And the way that he edited the music and I can't find it, but man, he can.
Have you seen the video on YouTube where he did the promo for Bang in the Box Volume 1?
See, I never knew he did. I never knew he did that.
Dude, oh my God, it's sick. It's sick. The video is like, it's so powerful, dude. It's so full of energy. Man, dude.
He's alien.
Wow, bro. It's
the guy's
badass.
from another planet.
Yeah.
And he's probably.
He's talented, man.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of DJs live. I've been on stage with Bad Boy Bill and Bobby D. I never Julian Perez or Too Cool Chris or Mark Ski. I interviewed at 88.1. Never mixed with him, but I was listening to Bobby D one day. I was on stage, and he was finished, and I said, man, I thought Bill was good. I go, holy cow, you guys I can't figure this out. Like, they're really good. Their releases, everything is just spot on. Mm-hmm. And Bobby D was like shocked that somebody would compare, his quality. I'm like, no, you guys don't know how good you are.
Yeah.
Like really good. But overall, man, seeing somebody live, I think Bill has got to be my favorite. But that's just my opinion. Mm-hmm. I'm not downgrading any other DJs because there's DJs that blow my mind away.
Yeah.
But just overall consistency.
Yeah.
I don't know how Bill did what he did, but he worked really hard. He's got to be a good businessman for everything that he did.
Oh, hell yeah.
With how did he get the rights to produce mixes to sell? Like,
right.
he led the way for that somehow,
He was selling those cassette tapes out of the back of his car at Hot Jams. He was selling those fucking things like hotcakes, dude. Are you kidding me? Shit.
I'll never forget. I DJ'd with him one time at, it was like a juice bar. And I think I was 16.
Who?
And he came in to do a headline, and man, he just phenomenal guy. Just throws.
How many DJs did you get to? Who else did you interview when you were working at 88.1? Besides,
well, I didn't really interview many people.
No,
I was just on air.
Yeah,
and then I was on from like 10 to 2 in the morning, and then they moved me to like Wednesday nights for a guest mix show where I would play other guest mixes. And that's actually how I got the job at 88.1 was I found out they had a guest mix show, kind of like your show, and I just sent in a tape, and they ended up playing it, and I was like, wow, this is great, and ended up sending in like a air check type thing for them to listen to, and I ended up getting the job. And I'll never forget, the program director called me out was like the second day, and he goes, I wasn't really sure about your air check and your mixes and stuff. He's like, seems like you were a little nervous. He goes, but you're doing pretty good for 2 days, So if I'm in an environment where I'm uncomfortable, how it's like starting a new job, new people.
right.
And not only that, but you open up a microphone on 100,000. Well, 88.1 wasn't 100,000 watts, but 107.9 was 100,000 watts.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be careful what you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
You got people calling you from different states.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big difference.
100,000 watts is a lot.
So how long did you end up working with 88.1 before you went to 107.9?
That was about 3 years. Yeah. And, in radio, it's...
Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it?
I loved every minute of it.
Yeah. Did you like working better at 88.1 or 107.9?
Oh, boy. Well, I like the music better at 88.1. I love 70s, don't get me wrong. But there's something about house music, dance music. You know, there's just something about it.
Draws you.
Like, don't get me wrong, all music is good. You know, there's some people who like heavy metal. I don't like real heavy rock. I can take a couple
Neither
of
do I.
songs, right? Even country. There's just only so much I can take. But house music, all night long, baby.
Oh yeah,
All night long.
for sure.
Nonstop. The other day, I had you on live, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel. I'm like ready to pass out. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I don't feel good. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I remember.
But like in my head, I still want that music, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So 107.9 was great because I got to work overnights. And what was interesting about it was at the time I was working at the police department in Cicero as a 911 operator.
Oh, you were doing both then, huh?
Yeah. So
How the hell did you manage that?
the same way you manage not sleeping. I asked you
Yeah.
the same question not too long ago.
Wow, shit.
So wait. So I'm working full time at the police station from 3 to 11 on the afternoon shift.
Okay.
And at 107.9, the opportunity is from 11 at night to 6 in the morning, right?
Okay.
So there's a little hour problem there. So
Yeah.
I went to the director of the 911 center, and I talked to him, and they figured out a way to make me work a schedule from 2 to 10 so I can get out of there at 10 and be on the air at 11 at the radio station.
Okay.
And I did that for a couple of years on top of DJing private parties and doing club work. So I used to schedule time to sleep in my car.
No way.
Yeah. One time I was taking the L and when I was in college, and I ended up passing out. I'm known to do that. Just unknown loss of consciousness is the diagnosis is the doctors give me, and they can't figure out why. I think I know, but we'll talk about that another time.
Okay.
But I ended up I was downtown, going from one job to another, getting on the L. I just passed out. I ended up at the hospital. Doctor talked to me. He's like, "What do you do?" "Well, I work at a furniture store part time. I work at this radio station. I work at this nightclub. I do this. I'm a 911, blah, blah, blah." "Yeah, well, you're going to have to quit some of that stuff."
Really?
I like to do so many things. And when I'm really focused on one thing,
Oh yeah, you're focused.
oh, yeah.
I'm the same way.
But
If I say I'm gonna do something, I'll do it.
Right. There's just so many things I love to do. Like I like cleaning cars, and I like to walk my dog, you know, and I just like to go for a ride. In a
There's
car.
not enough hours in the fucking day,
No,
Jimmy.
and not only
That's
that-
my fucking problem.
The other problem too is like I want to like go, like spin for a little while and practice. I have like such a resistance because of the technology. It seems like every time I open my laptop or I try to turn something on, I gotta fix it before work. It's like
You just grab it, just fucking throw it against the wall.
like
Right?
when you turned your shit on here.
Uh-huh.
I was like, no way it's gonna work. It's just not. I'm here. It's not gonna work. Boy, those reins are so sensitive.
Yeah,
Man,
they
I
are.
couldn't believe I just touched that.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep,
That's like
yep.
crazy sensitive.
Yeah, you need to come do a set, man.
I want to so bad, but
we'll
I
get you-
I
we'll
want
get
to
you in here.
practice a little bit to get familiar with the mixer.
Yeah.
I'll go do it right now if you want me to, but
Yeah.
it's probably not going to be.
We got to mix with that. I had Felix V in here because of Jehu. He brought him over here the other day, and we're messing with that sampler. And this guy was a natural, bro. He's never. This is his first time. His first time with this gear, and he just navigated through that like nothing. And I'm like, well, what are you doing? He's over here pushing buttons and doing shit and making the shit happen. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. And me, I've been having here for like 2-3 years, just sitting there and looking pretty.
Yep.
And we couldn't figure. He got it to work and everything, but we just couldn't figure out the recording part, the signal going from the controller out to the
into the
into the sampler. Some guy reached out, some young kid who actually has it. He reached out to me already and gave me pointers and whatnot. But he told me, hey, he told me straight out, I love it. Don't get rid of that thing and get this instead. I'm like, really? This better? Blah blah. I'm like, nah, dude. Nah.
well, yours is autographed. You know, there's
Yeah.
a big difference there.
Yeah. So I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not a quitter, man. So I'm gonna work with it. I'm gonna hopefully. I think Jehu told me he comes next week. Jehu, you told me he comes next week, right? See, he says, I told you Felix is on the equipment spectrum. He is. He knows his shit. And so I think he comes back next week. He's on vacation. So I'll reach out to him and see what days he's available so he can come. Because I'm probably going to be going back to work soon in a couple of weeks. And I want to get as much done as I can.
for sure.
So I definitely want to have him come here and mess around. Then I'll give you a call, Jimmy. You can come too and we can all mess with it.
I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, I'll invite you next time he comes over here. We'll come and I'll call Jehu and we'll set it up.
Hi, Jay Who.
Oh, Jay, he said he's back already. All right, cool, good to know. Maybe I'll reach out to him tomorrow. I got his number. I'll give him a call and see what day he can come. He works what odd hours? He works night. Oh, he works early. 4 a.m. He gets up to go to work or something like that, or he starts at 4 a.m. something like that. And his wife works nights or something. So we got to set something up with him to see when he can come. But for sure, we're gonna mess with that gear. Gonna mess with that gear, and we're gonna keep on keeping on. So where were we, Jimmy? Before we
We were
veered off.
talking about Marina Towers. Oh, I got a job at Marina Towers.
Okay,
too.
yeah.
And my mom had to drive me there. I was only 15. And
Your mom was driving your ass everywhere, bro.
oh, it's like soccer mom.
Hell yeah, it's great. 15 years old and mom's driving you around doing DJ gigs, getting $600
Yeah,
and shit.
working from 9 o'clock at
Oh,
night to 3 in
God.
the morning at 15 years old.
Yeah, that's great, man.
My mom was
She was supporting you.
very,
That's good.
very protective too, like no drugs, no alcohol, beat my ass like dead.
Yeah,
And then I turned 16 and started driving. That's when
that's when shit got for real.
now, I'm not a drink. Well, I shouldn't. I don't like alcohol because I quit drinking by the time I was like 24.
Oh, that early, huh? That
but-
early
well,
in your
I had some really young experiences, and then as I got older, I had some older experiences that were really old experiences that I didn't like.
okay.
Yeah, I don't like the way alcohol
learn
makes
quick.
me feel. But I was there. There's 2 nights I'll never forget. The one night I was there, dance floor's packed. I'm playing The Love I Lost.
Okay. Mark Imperial.
There's a group of guys that walk in, and not that, race matters, but they were black, and they were carrying records, and I'm like, I just lost my job. Here they come. I'm done. I'm like, I don't know what I did. Apparently, they had scheduled some kind of private event that day, and they didn't tell me. And I was 15 years old, I think, or 16, and I was terrified. I'm like, these guys are coming to kill me or something. I don't know what they're going to do. And then one of them's like, what are you playing? And I'm like, oh, that's, The Love I Lost, Mark Imperial. And so I'm still spinning. They didn't say, and they're like, they didn't know what the music was, but they loved the music.
Uh-huh.
And then they had their turn, to go on. And I just went and sat down. And then they came up to me and they dragged me back to the DJ booth and they said, you're spinning. It's like, these people are having a great time with you. They don't like what we're doing.
No
Oh,
shit.
yeah. Then another time, like when I was in high school, my friend Ron and George and Derek were really, really good friends. I mean, George passed away, but Ron and Derek are really good friends. And we did a lot of parties together. But we were at a house party, and it was for a graduation. Somebody was joining the military from high school.
Okay.
But I wasn't familiar with that group of people. I was only familiar with Ron and George. And Ron and George played football, and some of these guys played on the football team, so they were friends. And Ron and George said, they want you to come with and bring some records. I'm like, okay, So I go. I get there, and they got a DJ. He's got his turntables, and he's mixing. And they're like, okay, it's your turn. So I go up there and start mixing, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. I want to go sit back down. The guy's equipment, it was the DJ they hired.
Uh-huh.
He gets back up there, start mixing. They'd make him sit down. They come and they make me get up and start DJing again. And I didn't know that these were gang members. So I was at a graduation party where there were gang members, and like I felt like I had a gun at my head. Like if I didn't do what they told me to do, I was gonna receive an unkind blessing.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that was pretty scary. But I don't think George or Ron would let anything happen to me. No, I don't think so. But that was interesting. And then there was another night where we were invited to this house party and brought some records. Man, this place was packed. And we were in the living room, and I remember I was mixing, and I'm like, I could feel the floor just boom. Boom.
Oh, shit.
I grabbed Derek. I grabbed Ron. I grabbed George. I'm like, we got to go.
Get out of
here.
here.
Why? I'm like, this is something ain't right. I just don't feel right about it. I'm getting out of here. So we ended up leaving, and the next day at school, we found out that it was an abandoned house. and the living room floor had collapsed into the basement, and people were in the basement.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. We didn't know it was an abandoned house.
Wow.
So, some of these.
So a lot of people got hurt. I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
some of these parties can get a little out of
Yeah.
hand, especially if they're not in a legitimate place. Crazy stuff.
Let's go in this abandoned house and have a party. Yeah, man.
I could tell you parties. I remember being in junior college, in Morton Junior College, and I was taking a course, and I had a friend, Scott, who was a DJ. He committed suicide, and it was a very unfortunate, rough time for me. But we DJ'd a professor's daughter's college graduation sorority party together.
Uh-huh.
It was a lot of fun, a lot of drinking. And at the end of the night, I was the only person with my clothes on. The naked people running everywhere, swimming in the pool. I'm still jamming out. They're all having a blast naked in the pool. I was the only one with my clothes on.
Yeah.
I got so drunk at that party. My friend Scott pulled the plug from the headphones, and I was walking around with the headphones on thinking I was deaf. Yeah, I was messed up. Yeah. Crazy.
Tell us a story about the Alcatraz.
Oh, Alcatraz is a good one. I was working at 88.1 at WCRX, and they had approached me to be on one of these flyers.
Thanks, Eva.
And mix at a live event, and I agreed to it. And it was a 6 months notice I had. And the way that I can freestyle mix, but if I'm putting together a set, I work really hard at it. I mean, I'll try 100 songs with one song to find the sound I'm looking for. So it takes me a long time.
Okay.
And I put that together in, I think all the music I got together in like a week. Put the set together. It took me about 90 days to do that.
Wow.
And then I practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced.
Holy shit, Jim.
And then we get there. And I took a friend of mine with me because I had the set that I put together. I had to have all the vinyl stacked out of the sleeves, so that I could get to them fast enough. And he would hand them to me and grab them, put them away. And I never knew Gino Rock'n'Romo. I've heard of him, and he was on this flyer, and he went on after me.
Uh-huh.
And he had complimented me too. He seemed like a really nice guy. Never met him. Don't know much about him. So that was pretty cool. And then they had this DJ booth that was terrible. It was up, like high.
Uh-huh.
And they had 2x4s for a ladder, but there was no incline to the ladder. It was just straight
up.
And I got full crates of records.
Fucking suicide ladder.
How am I going to get these things up there? We got them up there. But anyway, I get in the DJ booth, and the table's not level. Like it's like
an incline.
It's like
an
this.
Incline.
I'm looking at
That
this, and
bad?
I'm like, why? Yeah. I'm like, I can't believe I practiced this hard for this long to come in here. I'm
So
like,
what did you do?
how's the needle even like staying?
Staying,
Like
yeah.
if the turntables, how is that needle not going backwards?
Right.
You know? Somehow it worked. I nailed it, dude.
So you didn't level the table? You played
Nope.
just like that? Get the fuck out of here.
I nailed it. Nailed that set. And
The music was in.
No,
speeding
it was-
up and slowing
no,
down.
it was-
Speeding up,
it
slowing
was-
down.
it was-
You would think it would, right? I mean,
I still, you know how you can
gravity.
set cue points today on
Yeah.
digitally?
Uh-huh.
Well, the way I used to set cue points on my records was I'd take a grease pencil that we used to use to cut tape for reel to reel, and I'd mark my marks. I'd
Okay.
listen to the record, and I'm like, oh, I got to go back 4 beats. Oh, half a beat. I got to put, there was one part in this set. I'll never forget it. I marked it, but the volume of the recording got real low at this part, and it had to be right. And it was the most complex mix of that set. And I nailed it. I couldn't even hear the part, but I was so used to the
release and the.
putting the needle where it needs over and over and over, like muscle memory, you know?
Right.
It's kind of like shooting.
That's
pool.
exactly what it was with muscle
Yeah,
memory.
yeah. And it's like something just takes over, especially when I freestyle. Like, I was doing some stuff the other day, and it sounded to me like, you know how when you mix, you don't know if it sounds good because you're the one mixing it, you know? And I didn't record it. And there's reasons why I don't, and there's reasons why I should.
Well, I'm the same way.
You know,
Every time I record, I fuck up or something goes bad, so I just go on the fly and whatever.
yeah, I kind of like doing it that way. You know,
I think it is better for I don't know. Well, for me,
Yeah,
it works.
I think there's a lot less pressure.
Right.
Just like
Do it.
when I saw your post that you're going to have me on, I was like, I can't believe this is happening.
And I should have done it a day earlier.
Well, no, it's okay how you did it, but I was in shock. Like, this is going to happen. I'm gonna be on live, and I can't take anything back. So I have to be, aware of what's coming out of my mouth, because sometimes,
Thank you for the repost.
my mouth gets me in trouble. Ask my wife; she'll tell you. She knows I'm always wrong.
Thank you, Eva.
And I don't know. So if you ask me a question, I tell you I don't know. It's the truth. Most of the time, I don't know.
Think positive, my guy. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to think positive, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, I can make suggestions. I can tell you what I did. But ultimately, I don't know what your outcome's going to be.
Jay, who was asking what is your favorite food? He's probably going to buy you some for next week or something.
Oh, who's your friend with the dog? I like the guy on TikTok. He has a dog, big dog.
Oh, Maximus. That's my
Yeah,
friend.
Maximus. Maximus.
He's a high school buddy of mine. I'm surprised he's not on here.
If you ever
Maximus.
watch Maximus's videos,
Yeah, I saw him. He's with his dog. He's got a boxer.
his dog's cool
Nice dog.
Yeah. What's his dog's favorite? Like,
Well, that's the name of his dog. You know that, right? Maximus is his dog's name.
okay. Well, what's Maximus's treat that Maximus gives Maximus?
I don't know.
Watermelon.
Oh, that's right.
I love
He loves it.
watermelon,
He
dude.
loves it.
I was actually almost late today because I saw a market
What you
open.
gave me at your house last week, that was, oh my God, it was so good.
Fire, right?
Hell yeah.
Is that good?
dude.
Do you like that?
Hell
And I
yeah.
warned you. I'm like, you're going to take a sip. It's going to taste like water.
Uh-huh.
And then a couple seconds later, you're going to feel like this.
Also, by the way, Jimmy does his own water. He got his own water label, man. That's another interesting thing about him. Look at it. Got his own water label. Here, let's show it. Let's show it to the guys. Check that out, huh? Got his own thing. Hey, and believe it or not, true story. He brought me one of these when we
Crash
did
bar.
at the Crash Bar event that we did, and I was drinking my ass off that day, man. I'm telling you, I was the last one at the bar till 11 o'clock. I think I left. I came here, still had drinks, and I didn't feel like I was drunk. I really didn't. But guess what? The next day in the morning, I woke up like nothing. I couldn't believe it. It was the water. It had to be the water. It tastes different. It really does. But that's because we're used to drinking this garbage we got over here too.
Yeah, I got into water about 15 years ago, but that's
That long ago.
another topic.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
because
I just want to throw it in. That's another thing that Jimmy does. We'll talk about that in part 2.
Yeah, it's going to
Yeah.
be that's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, he's like I said, Jimmy's full of talent, man. Jimmy, do you still do private events?
I do, however, I'm selective, and I'm selective based on who it's for and the location.
Okay.
I've even done events for free. Last year, I did 2 for free.
Nice.
I did one.
I'm gonna do one of those soon.
I did a block party for free.
But don't go telling everybody, because then everybody's gonna want to do it for free.
No, well, first I want people to know why.
Okay.
Right? I don't think the what is as important as the why, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend, his name is Jake, and Jake is in a union, heavy machinery, and Jake helps me out a lot. Jake is very creative and smart. He's like you, knows a lot of people, and he asked me, so what am I going to say to him? No?
Right.
Well, of course I'm going to help him, because he always helps me.
Right.
And then there's another family. I DJ some events for different municipalities, and I was doing a Halloween event, and a couple and their kids came up to me and started talking to me like what I was doing, and I got to know them. We became friends. Their daughter graduated college, has her master's degree in structural engineering, and they were having a party, and they asked me to DJ, and what do I charge? And I told them, I said, I know you don't have any money. I said, money's not the point.
Right.
I said, your daughter graduated college and you got your kid through college. She deserves to have a nice party.
Absolutely.
So that's why I went, because they're good people and they deserve it.
Yeah, good for you, Jimmy. Not everybody thinks like you, man. So that's cool that you did that.
I can't do it for everybody,
No,
obviously.
no, I know, Jimmy, but there are people that take advantage of that too.
But
And
I'll tell you, here's the other problem. When you do things for nice things for people, sometimes you get screwed too. And here's how.
yeah, nice.
I had my buddy
Nice people
Ron.
finish last, right? So
my buddy Ron, I talked about. Good friend of mine helped me out. He had a friend, and at the time, his friend got a girl pregnant, and the family wanted him to get married, but they didn't have any money for a DJ. At the time, my rate was $600. He asked me, could you do it for $300 for my friend? So I said to my friend Ron, I said, you know what, if you help me carry all this stuff, set it all up, I'll do it for $300. It's your friend. That's what they want. I'll do my best, you know? We get there, set everything up, do the wedding. I get the check. I go to cash the check. Check bounces. We've got to wait a few more days.
Oh, check it, Chapulín.
3 weeks. I'm chasing somebody.
The good old days.
To do something nice for somebody. You know? Don't be a scumbag.
Right.
Yeah. And then I ended up having to go back to my friend Ron. I'm like, he's your friend. I don't even know the guy, you know? And Ron ended up doing it. He got the money. So, you know, I did another party one time. It was a Halloween party. And I had asked a couple of friends to help because I always need help, you know?
Yeah.
And I pay my people well, you know? And we had agreed on a price. Nothing on paper, which is stupid. But get there. Turns out a fight happens. The police come. Party's over. Well, regardless, I still promise these people I'm going to pay them. And I wasn't making any money on the party. I was paying them.
Right.
And I was doing this for a favor for somebody else.
Yeah.
So, you know, screw you now.
It bites you sometimes.
No,
Yeah, it
well,
does.
you just learn. You have to learn as you go along.
Now that you're talking about learning, I got a question you wanted me to ask you too. What are 2 stories your mother told you about you when you were too young to remember?
Oh, that's when I was born.
Oh, that's the one?
Yeah.
You want to answer that one?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you again in case we have new listeners.
Okay.
But
Where's the setup at? It's in my crib.
you have a beautiful setup too.
Yeah,
It's
thank you.
Very nice. Quality mics. Too.
Thank you.
These things are.
Oh, I love these mics. They're so nice. And with the headphones, oh my
yeah,
God.
it's very comfortable and they
Beautiful.
sound great.
And we got new windscreens.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed.
Even though you don't need them, they're like, why are you going to put windscreens on for? Stop being a hater. I like them. Right?
I love windscreen.
They're blue for Chicago. Look, it matches everything.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so you answered that question for us. But go ahead if you want to, elaborate on that for the, for the new viewers we got.
My mother told me that when I was born, I didn't cry, and that the doctors thought that I was deaf because I didn't cry, because usually people who are deaf don't cry when they're born.
Right.
And the doctor walked over to a little radio on a shelf, and he turned it on. It was classical music, and I started to cry.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And
True
then,
story. None of these stories are false, man. They're all true stories.
And then the other one was me sitting in the back seat of that 1972 Nova and hearing some man's voice.
Really?
I had no idea where's this. There's no man in the car. I'm a little kid. There's my mom, and Mom, where's this voice coming from? Oh, that's the guy on the radio. I'm like, what's? Like, how does this all work? It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like, my voice is going through here, and it's somebody in the UK is listening. You know, how does that work?
Hopefully.
That's some crazy engineering right there.
There sure is. Thank you guys for joining. All you guys. Eva, thank you. Jehu, all you guys, appreciate it. Sorry if I'm not really paying attention to you guys, but we're running our own little world over here.
If you have any questions.
You guys got any questions for him?
I would turn
They
on
asked
my
about
phone, but I don't have internet access.
Yeah,
here.
he said, did you answer that? He was asking about what
Food.
your favorite food or whatever.
I love watermelon.
Jehu?
Watermelon, ginger, and lemon and lime.
There you go.
Just love it, man. I love it.
I would have to go to work to 6. Oh my God. Yeah. That's okay. I'm listening too. All right, cool, man. I appreciate you guys staying on. Jimmy's World. Because that's what we're in right now. We're in Jimmy's World. We're talking about Jimmy's World. All right, so you answered that one. I had another one for you, Jimmy. Oh, here's one. Why don't you have social media?
I like to follow rules. And I'm concerned that if I play a song too long, I'm going to get the boot, Cop, you're going to prison.
Fucking
I'm
Jimmy,
like,
really?
how do all these people do this? I'm like, I know I'm the one that's going to prison. I just know.
Oh, man.
I have my concerns about safety and security and not getting
Okay.
booted,
Uh-huh.
But that's really the main reason, I'm unfamiliar with the technology and I'm intimidated by it. Because every time I push a button, I delete something important.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Okay, cool. What was another one I was going to ask you? What are some of your deepest memories of events at IBM, McDee's?
Oh yeah, okay. One of the events I was hired for when I was young was for a picnic for IBM, And
IBM. Wow, you're doing corporate events, Jimmy.
I was young. I wasn't
Damn,
even,
bro.
I don't even think I drove to this one.
Damn, bro.
And the way I got this gig was I had a cousin who worked for IBM, and they were having a picnic, and my cousin just said, I got a cousin who's a DJ.
Still works there at IBM now, currently?
She's retired.
Okay.
Wow. So I get there, and it's just outside, and it's blazing hot. And the only thing I have is vinyl and cassettes, because CDs weren't even a thing yet.
Yeah.
And it's really hot. And I got, my records are getting warped from the sun. That's how hot it was.
Oh, yeah. I seen that happen.
So I went and talked to somebody. I'm like, you got a tent or something you can put, I was unfamiliar with what I needed to bring with me.
We'll put money on your books, don't you?
Yeah, and they ended up calling in a refrigerated truck. So they put me in the back.
Wow.
They put me in the back of a semi with air conditioning. It was
Get
great.
the fuck. Damn, dude.
It was nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know how much money that was? That's
no-
insane.
yeah.
That's thousands of dollars.
Yeah, just to have a semi pull in.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
that was cool. And then another.
You fucker.
Yeah, right. Everybody else is outside sweating. I'm in there
Oh my
jamming
god.
out. Yeah,
That's crazy, man.
was-
that's
and then
insane.
and then the other one was for McDonald's. I don't even remember how I got this gig, but I get a phone call from I can't even remember his name. And he's like, "Hi, are you Jim?" And I'm like, "I don't know how to answer this question because I don't, if somebody says, "Are you?" I usually say like, "Why do you want to know?" Like I don't know that guy.
Right.
Right. And he's like, "Well, I got your phone number from so and so. I'm looking for a DJ for my wedding." And turns out it was like a real high upper management position at McDonald's, and his wedding was at the McDonald's like place in Oak Brook.
Okay.
They
They're,
have a lot of
their headquarters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The land is beautiful. It was just
Oh yeah, it's nice.
huge.
Is it still there? I could have sworn that they're not
I don't,
there anymore.
This was a long time ago.
Okay.
I don't know if it's still there, but what they had there, where they had their wedding, was just incredible.
Yeah, I could just imagine.
Everything was, the building was just glass,
Yeah.
and you could see outside, and they had ponds.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Like really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also did a gig at Soldier Field before the Cadillac room was built.
Oh really?
Yeah, they were building it, and some attorneys and lawyers had a party, and they had a party in that room before it was open. And I was in that room before it was open, so that was pretty cool.
Wow.
Don't know how I got that gig either.
What other one did you do? Alessandro's nightclub, Payless?
Oh, Alessandro's nightclub was on the north side of Chicago on Lincoln, and it was like a European-style nightclub with music like Angel Eyes, and, more European.
High energy.
Yeah, high energy, more European. Great place, and I got that job through the radio station too because they were doing a promotion at this nightclub, and they said, "Hey, do you want to go and do a little set here?" And I'm like, "Okay." And after that set, the resident DJ there came up to me. I forget her name. Real nice woman. How'd you like to come and work for us? We're looking for somebody on Wednesday nights.
Look at Maximus. Listens. He heard us.
Yeah.
He's on
yeah,
now.
Yeah.
Maximus, what's up, bro? We're just talking about you.
Love your dog, Maximus.
About your doggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch out for that watermelon. It's going to be a fight.
Thank you for the gifts, guys. Appreciate it, man. Maximus, thanks, bro. Share the live if you guys can, or repost for me, please. It's a big.
Yes, but Alessandro's nightclub, one night somebody came in and started shooting.
Really?
Yeah, just some random guy just came in, started popping off rounds. I'm like, I can't take it.
Nobody got hurt?
Nobody got hurt, but still, it's just.
That's crazy, bro.
I mean, think about it. That's terrible. I mean, you're trying to have a good time. Just one person wants to ruin everything, And I don't even know what it was all about. All I know is nobody got hurt.
Where was the Sam Max nightclub? Where was that at?
McSam's was in Palos Hills.
Really? I
Yeah.
don't ever remember.
McSam's
this.
was in Palos Hills off
Don't
of
know
like
it.
Roberts Road.
It's not there no more.
No, the owner was a lottery winner, and
Really?
yeah, he liked to shoot pool,
Okay.
and I love to shoot pool, but he didn't know I liked. He didn't know I loved it. He just
Okay.
liked it, and he always wanted to gamble, and he always
Okay.
lost.
He took his money.
I didn't take shit. That guy wanted to gamble. He won the lottery.
I
Not me,
knew it.
man.
I
He didn't-
fucking knew it. I know what it's.
Oh man.
Oh, Jay, who's saying it's Durbin's now? Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, then he knows where it is. He knows-
Maximus. Okay. Maximus says that's the shit that ruins the entire party every time.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then at McSam's one night I wasn't there, and a couple of my friend Ron was filling in, and he told me this story. He said a fight broke out like in this club, and he closed the door and he put on "Mama's Gonna Knock You Out."
Get that in. That's it.
Yeah. He's locked.
Who
in the,
does
he's
that?
Locked in the booth.
Who fucking does
I'm
that?
gonna knock you out.
Oh, man.
Mama's gonna knock you. Holy cow! Just talk about it. Let's turn it up a notch.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So that was a bloodbath from what I heard.
Jesus.
And the UN Club was in Franklin Park.
You went. That's another I was gonna ask you about. You went was in Franklin. Where was that at?
Franklin Park on
Mannheim Road.
River Road.
On River Road.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that one. In the 80s, 90s.
It was in the 90s.
90s.
Yeah.
I don't remember that nightclub.
That was another one where there was just a gigantic fight, blood everywhere, people getting arrested. It's just terrible. I don't know. I never started a fight in a nightclub or anywhere really. I don't understand it. I don't know if it's maybe the alcohol or
It's always 95
hormones.
95% of it is alcohol. It's
Yeah,
always fucking
I don't
alcohol. That or women. It's always women. Women and alcohol, dude. Come on. One of the two. Bob Hames, another one.
Oh yeah, Bob Hames.
Where was that?
This is pretty cool. Bob Hames was an Oldsmobile. He owned an Oldsmobile dealership that was a block or two away from McSam's nightclub. And he had come to the nightclub and asked me if I wanted to DJ a car show. I was like, yeah, sure, I'd love to. So I went and I DJ'd the car show for him. And then after that, he came back to the club and he asked me if I wanted to DJ his New Year's Eve party for him. And I'm like, yeah, sure, So
For sure.
and went to that private club that he owned, and it was beautiful. And that's when George Thorogood was the one that was asking me questions. I didn't even know who he was. Terrible, right?
Fucking Jimmy, man.
Terrible. I'm like, oh my cow, dude, leave me alone already. I'm trying to hook up this light.
Oh my God, bro. I had one. I had an interesting one for you. I'm trying to remember which one it was. Did I ask you what were your struggles becoming a DJ?
The struggles were money.
That was the main one.
Right, where I had a paper out.
Right.
And the other struggles were the word no. Wherever you went, you heard the word no.
Yeah. Common in everything in this
No,
industry.
No,
right?
no. You have. I sent out so many resumes and air checks, and I got letters back. No. Like,
Let's talk about your gig at being a 911 operator. How the fuck did you manage to land that one in Cicero or Berwyn? Where was it at?
well, I started in Cicero.
Oh yeah.
I was a 911 operator.
How did you end up with that gig, or how did you hear about it?
Well, I ended up graduating college, and it was a strange time graduating and having to go get a full-time job,
Okay.
Like I've had full-time jobs, but I was still like a kid, you know what I mean? So this was like, I had opportunities with like MetLife to sell
Good.
financial stuff to people, and I had opportunities in other areas, and then there was a opportunity as a 911 operator. I sent in my resume and got a phone call and went in to get an idea and see the place. And I felt like at that time my parents were tired of me not working, living in their house. And I chose that job, and I have mixed feelings about it. I'm happy I did because I learned a lot about people. I learned a lot about systems and how those systems don't work.
Yeah, I bet.
And I also learned what I want and what I don't want. Sometimes you have to do things to see if you want them or not.
To see if you want them or not, yeah.
And I ended up just getting to a point where I finally realized that no matter how many problems there are, I can only answer the phone and do so much, and when you're in a position to help people and you really can't help them,
Yeah, it sucks.
I can't be in that position.
We're gonna get deeper into these
I
stories on part 2 of the podcast, man. Jimmy got good stories about as far as when he was an operator. He's got really good stories, but we just can't get into those right now. We're not there yet. We'll get into that in the part 2, but yeah, I just want to touch a little bit.
Yeah, but it's definitely an interesting comparison when you compare the communication of this type of broadcasting, right? Or being a disc jockey on a radio station and being a 911 operator. I mean, it's still communication.
Yes, it still is.
But
different settings. There's different settings. There's different
yeah,
scenarios. There's a different.
It's
a whole
not,
different.
It's not a fun communication.
No.
You know,
it's rough.
There's good times and bad times. You know, a lot of bad times in that job.
It might seem easy it might seem like an easy job to a lot of people, but I don't think it really is.
Well, I think
it's a difficult job. It takes a lot of. It takes a lot out of you, right? It's got to take a lot of energy out of you, Jimmy, because there's got to be times you get home and you feel like shit because of what just happened. Or
I've left work with pains in my side,
or,
thinking I had an ulcer, tears coming out of my eyes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was driving home one day from the Cicero Police Department down 26th Street. There was a shooting right in front of my car. Somebody shot out the back part of a windshield, and they saw me wearing my uniform, and they're like, "Why don't you do something?" I'm like, "I'm not a cop. I'm getting the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
Sorry about the language.
That's all right.
Dude, are you kidding me? I don't chase people with guns.
Fuck.
No. And I don't run into burning buildings. That's why we have firefighters and police officers. You know.
Yeah, but there's people that do it, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah. They don't think, they just react and just boom, and then next thing you know, they don't come out.
Right.
It happens, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I see it all the time. Yeah.
I'm happy and grateful for the past, the future, and the present. It all has an effect. You know, it's
Maximus, thank you.
It's an accumulation of who I am today, my whole life. Just like you, you're an accumulation of everything that you've experienced in your life, and that's who you are today. And our experiences change us over time. We're the same people. It's just, I don't know, we kind of get set. You know, you get set in your ways a little bit, and you're not as.
You get wiser. Well, some of us do.
Well, you should.
Yeah.
Right. You should, and you shouldn't have as many problems as you used to, right? Right? You shouldn't.
Well, yeah.
But now you got different kind of problems.
Right.
Now
There's problems all the fucking time. If it ain't one thing, it's another. But
sure,
you got to keep on keeping on, man.
Well, yeah. Well, you have to look at not the challenge you face, but the solution to the challenge, and then look at that. What I've noticed is there's a lot of people who like to complain about their challenges or about relationships. And, you know, maybe sometimes you just need to make a different choice. How about that? How about do something different instead of what you've been doing the whole time?
Change the channel on the TV station.
You know, just instead of walking into a room and yelling all the time, don't walk into the room. Go outside and, like, I don't know, do a chin up on your tree or something.
Yeah.
You know, just do something different.
Change your customs, change your ways.
There's a book I read a long time ago. I forget the author's name. It's called Turn Up the Lights. And basically what the book was about that, you know, even though you might be in the same environment, you can always change the environment you're in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it makes sense. I get it.
If you get too used to being somewhere, you get too comfortable. When you're uncomfortable, you're not going to make it.
Yeah,
you know?
Maximus says, when does the wiser part start?
There's no wisdom here.
Right.
None. There ain't nothing up there, buddy. He knows.
Yeah, he knows.
And I already said, I don't know.
Yeah.
If you ask me a question, I don't know.
So how has your perspective changed over the years in the industry, Jimmy?
Wow, from when I started till now, the perspective has changed a lot. When I was working in at 93.5, was like a light FM station in Joliet, Next Media Chicago.
How long were you there for?
I was there for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Until that radio station was. It seems like every radio station I get to is sold within 2 years. It's like
Jimmy leaves and then it goes downhill. Like, fuck, this boat is sinking. I'm fucking out of here.
Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Yeah, it's over, baby.
Oh, shit, Jimmy.
That's true. I was there for a couple of years. And they did offer me another position, but it was way up in Grays Lake, dude.
Oh, Grays Lake's fucking far.
You know, and...
not for Maximus. That guy goes there every day, probably.
Working 2 full-time jobs. Yes, that was rough.
Jehu.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
And it was for, what is it called now? Was it I think they're 97 something now? 96.7. I think, You know Eddie and Jobo from
Yeah, we just passed not not too long ago.
Jobo Hannon passed away, but
Yeah.
Eddie V is now doing mornings at a radio station I used to work at.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 96.7.
No, I didn't know.
Well, 96.7 is owned by Next Media that sold 93.5. But the format of the radio station at 93.5 moved over to 96.7, I think it is.
So why was it that you drifted away from the radio DJing? What made you?
Life, marriage, wanted to get a house. I don't know about you, but there's not a lot of DJing parties. You're not going to make a ton of money. So
no, that's why everybody got a 40-hour.
Right, and then you're working 80 hours.
Because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
And it's not.
And that's what people don't understand.
So I had to step back because it was just too much. I needed a full-time job. I needed benefits. I needed health insurance.
Yeah, that's the main one right there.
And I needed money to pay a mortgage, Although I have to say at CBS, they paid me well. When I worked for 107.9, I wasn't even union. The union guys, they make big money.
Big money.
I had such a problem the first day I went in there. I went to go unplug the headphones. Somebody ran in. You can't unplug the headphones.
The electrician. That was me.
Yeah,
that was me walking in there.
Oh yeah, only an engineer, a union engineer, can unplug that and plug it in.
It's like Cousin McCormick Place.
It's crazy, dude.
Carpenter cannot come and pull plugs and do that shit. It's my work.
Yep. And a lot of times the electrician has to wait
Strong
around.
unions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why should you be doing somebody else's job?
Exactly. There's still to this day people don't understand that whole concept.
Now when I go to places to DJ, I'm afraid to stick my headphone thing in. I'm going to get
Really?
yelled at.
Yeah.
So I asked for the engineer. Where's the union engider?
Yeah. Is there a union here? That's probably the first question you ask.
It's crazy,
okay.
yeah.
So that way I know what questions to ask and who to direct them to, right? What? Oh, that was another question I was going to ask you. What happened to the fabric store?
Oh, at the fabric store. This is a good one. So, those beanbag games?
Yeah, I got some right
Like
here in the garage.
the cornhole games,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my friend Chris had some of these games, and I played it, and I loved it. So I got the dimensions, right? And I built these games, and now I needed fabric. I needed a duck cloth to make the bag. So I went to the fabric store. I'm in ripped up jeans, like I was doing yard work. I'm all sweaty. I'm dirty. I got on a fisherman's hat with a big brim and dark glasses. And I go in there to get this duck cloth. I go up to the register, and I'm standing there, and the cashier asks me a question. And I answer her. And she, all of a sudden, she's looking down at the register, and she looks at me like this. And her eyes open up. I'm like, oh, what did I do now?
Yeah.
She goes, I know who you are. I'm like, what do you mean? What difference does it make? I'm buying fabric,
Right.
She's like, you were the DJ at my wedding. I can tell by your voice.
Oh, shit.
She couldn't see my eyes. At her wedding, I was wearing a tuxedo.
Okay.
In the store, I'm filthy dirty. I just got done cutting the grass. I'm wearing a dirty fisherman's hat,
She
sunglasses.
recognize you. Wow.
Yeah, just by my voice. I said, wow, that's something.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
how many years later? Shit.
I couldn't even remember her name.
See, I'd be like, oh, hey, yeah, hi.
Well,
I remember you.
Well, I feel bad, but I've done a lot of weddings. Did you ever see the movie Wedding Singer?
Yeah, I did.
Can your DJ shake like this? Yeah. Well, I'm the DJ who can shake like that.
DJ Azriel, is he in he's in here? What's up, man?
Oh, I like him. I've been watching him.
Yeah, I've been following him for a while too.
I heard something the other night.
Hey, Jay, who's asking? I'm sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Jay, who was asking? Was she still married?
Who? My wife?
No. He's asking, was she still married? The girl that you were waiting for, the one that recognized you. You probably don't know.
I don't know, but I can tell you this. This is a true story. This relates.
There's always a story behind the story.
This relates to it. Believe it or not, I just did a wedding last year for a guy. It's his second wedding, and I DJ'd his first wedding over 25 years ago.
Get out of here.
Somehow he found me.
Holy shit.
I don't know how he found me.
Firebush is asking, ask Jim what his wedding song was.
Oh, that was from the soundtrack of Get Old. From the soundtrack of The Wedding Singer, the song that what's it? The main character's name? What's his name?
Oh my God, I
Happy
can't
Gilmore.
Think. Yeah. Oh my God, why can't I think of his dumbass name?
Saturday Night Live, huge,
Yeah.
right? I get blocks like this all the time.
Oh my
anyway, it's on the.
That will tell he's a good DJ. Adam Sandler. Oh my
Adam
God.
Sandler. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So he wrote a song. He wrote a song that's on the soundtrack
Thank
to
you.
The Wedding Singer, and it's "Grow Old with You." So that was my wedding song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Was he still? There was another question here. I forgot who it was. We're gonna just. When does the wedding? Okay, no, I missed it. There was another question somebody had here, and I think they retracted. I don't know.
I like questions. So if
Yeah.
you got any questions, I'd be happy to
Yeah,
answer.
I'm going through the chat here on TikTok, trying to look for people who were asking questions. But Firebush is the last one that threw that one in there, which was a good one, by the way. Trying to catch his ass, huh? Trying to catch him. He members. That's good. You passed the test, Jimmy. You passed the test, Jimmy.
You remember?
Oh, here, let me ask you, because this is a good one. Because we all make mistakes as DJs, right? So you had to have had some sort of bloopers or something as a radio host or a personality, right? So what was your first blooper on a live broadcast? What was it?
I actually still have it on recording. Maybe I'll
Really?
if I can find it, I'll probably give it to you.
Okay.
And it wasn't intentional. It was a slip,
Okay.
and it was a PSA.
Announcement.
Yeah, and it was about drunk driving, and the PSA read something like
I'll ask him.
you have a life.
That was my next question.
You have a lifetime ahead of you. Don't drink and drive. Something to that effect, but a little longer. What I said was, you have a lifetime of head ahead of you
Yeah.
instead of a
Yeah.
lifetime ahead of you.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
So yeah, if you heard it, you can tell I was a little like, what did I just say?
Maximus is asking what was his most memorable experience during his DJ career. That was going to be my next question. He stole the question right from my mouth.
It had to be. It had to be at Marina Towers when I was 15 years old, and they asked me to mix.
Hell yeah, that was a badass
And
experience, man.
Bad Boy Bill was standing right next to me. I didn't even know it, and then he shook my hand and told me I did good.
Yeah.
You know, that's probably the best.
Very memorable.
And then, getting into 107.9 was pretty rough. I would call every morning, and the morning show host's name was Brian Casey. He was also the program director.
Director.
Yeah. So I would call him every morning, and I became a little part of his show. And I kept begging this guy, I want to work. I want, and he's like, we just don't have anything. I'll give you a call. I'm like, yeah, I've heard that before. But anyway, I ended up getting a phone call from him. He's like, we got a position, trying to figure out a way to get you in here. He's like, on the weekends, we have a pre-recorded show that's on reel to reel, and we only have one person who does that job, and we feel that he should have some weekends off, so we figure maybe you guys can flip-flop. I'm like, great, I'll be in. When do you want me there? He's like, I'll call you back with the details. Okay. Calls me back. He says, I'm sorry, we can't give you the job because the job is for an intern, and because you're not currently enrolled in college, obtaining college credit, we can't give you the job.
Oh, man.
So I said, okay, I'll go to Morton College. I'll sign up for a class. I'll get credits and let me just,
Right.
work the reels and play your pre-recorded show, whatever.
Get my
He's like-
feet wet.
So he was kind of laughed. He's like,
Doesn't work.
like, no, I'm not, He's like, if something comes up, I'll call you back. I'm like, okay. So sure enough, not too long later, he called me back. Overnight spot opened up. He's like, you're on overnights if you want it. It's like 11 o'clock at night to 5:30 in the morning. I'm like, really? I'm like, okay, yeah.
Here I go.
And then bam, I was on. Oh, that's how it happened.
Damn, nice. Firebush is saying, party downtown, 1999.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one. 1999, I think on State and Wacker, the name of the restaurant was Nick and Tony's.
Steak joint?
Yeah. And
Sounds familiar.
beautiful inside. And I was approached to do this New Year's Eve party in 1999 and handed a phone number. And I ended up calling the phone number. It turns out that the people who wanted me to do this New Year's Eve party was a marketing company that did marketing for the PGA, the NBA,
No way.
NBL, and like the NFL, all the major sports
Wow.
leagues. And I had to hire 6 people to help me because I had so many people there. I needed people by the lights so that, the stands wouldn't get knocked. And just a little extra.
Precautions.
Yeah. And it took me 3 days to coordinate getting it all set up, getting there and playing, and then being able to come back the next day to pick it up. And I remember they had 2 DJs. One was outside. They put a big tent outside. There was nobody out there. I went out to the guy. I felt bad for him. I'm like, you want to come in here and spin? I'll sit out here and take a break for a while. He's like, no, dude, I'm good. I'm like, okay. So I went back in there and I'm spinning. Somebody comes up and they ask for a song. And I'm like, immediately I put it on. Throws $100 on the turntable. I'm like, wow, these guys are throwing $100 bills at me. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? All that money, most of the money went to the 6 people that that I asked to help me, and I had to rent some equipment because I didn't have the enough equipment at the time.
Okay.
But yeah, that was a great party. I mean, everybody showed up. I think it was like $200 a couple, top shelf liquor included. They had like a buffet table down the center of the room with like real silver, like silverware, and chefs with white
Heavy.
hats and stuff. Yeah, beautiful setup. Dude. People were coming in tuxedos and gowns. It was a beautiful party, and in 2000 I did another one at a Chicago brewery. Like it almost felt like a warehouse, brick walls, beautiful like a wooden floor, beautiful wooden bar, and gigantic loft windows with red velvet curtains. And at that party, I think that was in 2000, was the first time anybody ever came up to me and said, could you turn the bass down?
Wow.
Because I designed a system while I was at work. I was working overnights at the time, and it was slow. So I would try to draw out the design on how I'm going to set this stuff up. And I was using, I had 2 15-inch TOA sub boxes, one on each side. And then on top of that, I had PVs, big 15s. And on top of that, I had like 12s. And I had like 6 amps and stuff. And yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was nice.
That's a lot of
And
power. That's a lot of power.
Well, not only that, but at this particular place, the owner was there. And as I was going up the stairs, we had to come up these back stairs. I noticed they had a DJ booth. So I'm talking to the owner. I'm like, you got a DJ booth? Why can't I just use yours? He's like, oh, no, that's for professionals. Professionals, we have people come in that do that. I said, okay. At the end of the night, he approached me and he asked me if I wanted to come and DJ at his nightclub. And I said, no, you have people who are professional who do that. And I said, no. That's how I work.
Yeah.
You know?
It is what it is, Jimmy.
Sometimes.
Yeah. So, what happened? That's a good one. What happened at one wedding where someone was asked to say grace before dinner?
This is an interesting day, too. Actually, the weekend was interesting. It was interesting because I had 2 weddings at the same venue, one on a Friday and one on a Saturday.
Back-to-back days in the same venue?
Same venue.
No shit.
I don't know how this coordinated.
Wow.
But the venue had 1 floor and a second floor. One was on this floor. The next day was on the next floor. Yeah, I don't know how that worked. Is it crazy, right?
Yeah.
Same venue.
So you leave your equipment there
Overnight.
and ask them, hey, it's cool.
Well, that night, we all carried it and set it up in the other room, up the stairs.
So as soon as you were done, you just packed up and just moved it up the other.
Yeah,
okay.
it was nice. But so dinner's about to start. Excuse me. And ask, ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Dinner's going to start. So-and-so would like to say grace. This person's name happens to be Therese. So Therese is to say grace. So everybody's quiet.
And she's somebody special, I'm assuming, right? The
Well, I think she's the maid of honor.
maid of honor?
I think so.
Okay.
So she gets, the room is silent. You're talking like 150, 200 people. Like they're waiting. These are the first 7 words out of her mouth. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
No, she said that?
At Grace.
She thought it was a fucking confession?
She screwed it up in her head.
What?
So she's, it was, everybody was laughing.
She didn't realize what she had said, I guess. She wasn't in the moment. She was somewhere else, man.
She was in confession.
She was in confession booth. Oh, hell no.
But I mean, it was just...
So what happened after she said that? Everyone started laughing, and then what
Everybody
happened?
was laughing, and then she said the prayer.
Really?
Yeah, dinner was...
She had to be so embarrassed when that shit
No,
happened.
not embarrassed.
No?
It was fun. And what was interesting about this lady is that she was able to laugh at her own...
Mistake or her own...
Yeah, kind
Okay.
of like flub, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're up in front of people, you're going to say grace, and all of a sudden, it just came out of your mouth. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. I'm like,
Everybody's like, what the fuck, where we at?
what the heck is going on? Where's that guy with the black robe?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. What else we got? I had another one for you, Jimmy, but I can't think right now.
That's okay.
Think for me.
We
We talked about your social media. Your IBM, McDonald's.
Yeah, McDonald's
we talked about
IBM was
that.
good.
The two stories that your mother told you. We already talked about that. All right. Well, let's talk about current events then. Let's talk about what are your thoughts on TikTok right now? Where it's going? Where it's heading?
I'm confused. I mean, I'm really, I don't know. I have my understanding, the way I feel about it, and I don't know, is they can shut down whatever they want when they want. Whoever has the power, you just a switch, just shut it off and you're all done.
Think people will go to another platform like?
I don't think they have any other choice.
They would have to go to to Twitch or what's the other one?
X or
Mixcloud or something.
Something like, and even like on Mixcloud, I wanted an account on there. I got one. I lost the password. Now
So do I. I'm the same way.
I can't get on Mixcloud.
Yeah, me
I
too.
can't even post nothing.
Yeah, Adam has a way of getting on Mixcloud. I know he's more savvy with that. I'm not. I think same thing with you.
I'd love to go on SoundCloud just to hear different stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I can only hear Diamond Girl. I love the song. Don't get me wrong.
I can't
Great
stand
song.
it.
But that one and Yolanda. How many times can I hear those songs?
Yeah, I can't.
I like the songs. They're great songs.
Yeah,
I'm not taking anything away from the artist.
I agree, but I just can't play.
Some things are just they get played out.
I do not play
They're not
Diamond
bad.
Girl, and I do not play Yolanda, man. I'm sorry, I just do not do those. I don't know. I don't know. They play too much. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
about
as far
the
as
song.
like,
it just got to me, and I just don't do it anymore. Like, I'm sorry, I don't have it. I don't have it. I'm not playing it.
I'm pretty happy with TikTok so far, but like I said, I don't have a page. I'm just kind of like a viewer, And my biggest concern is that if I do start something on TikTok and they shut it off, what's my next move? Am I going to Twitter? Am I going to Instagram? What are the rules on those platforms?
Right.
And if we don't have any kind of creative freedom, why are we here?
Favorite restaurant, Top Hat. All right, Mexican food. Firebush.
Oh yeah, Hat Dance was a good restaurant.
Yeah.
I met a guy shooting pool. I used to shoot pool a lot, and I was in a league. And we're shooting pool at a bar, and the owner knew that I was working at 107.9. And he's like, Jim, I'd like you to come over here and meet somebody. I'm like, okay. Turns out it was Ken Cocker from 100.3. who did the midday show on 100.3.
Uh-huh.
And when I met him and he talked, I was like, get out of here. I'm like, wow. I was like, that's pretty neat, and I got to meet him. And then we talked a little bit. We went out a couple of times. He took me to that restaurant. He invited me to go to 100.3 to see their station. And then at the end of his show, we went to Mexican Hat Dance. And man, was that food good. Oh, it was delicious. The best food I ever had, Mexican food.
Yeah.
And my wife and I went there one time and wasn't there anymore. But yeah, Ken Cocker was a good guy. He gave me a lot of tips. And it's funny is you in that industry you meet a lot of different people, but I sense a feeling of almost like jealousy or vulnerability in them.
Really?
Like they're afraid somebody is here to take their job.
Yeah.
And then they don't want to help you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like at me at work. Same thing. Everybody's scared they're gonna
lose
take over their job or
right.
like whatever. There's a piece of pie for everybody, man.
There's plenty. There's an abundance.
TikTok, forget it. Same
Yeah,
thing.
it's abundant.
Yeah.
Everything's abundant. These shortages are created.
Right.
Oh, we're out of toilet paper. Well, that's too bad. Find a way to wipe your ass with something other than toilet paper.
Right.
If
Go
you
get a
can't
Slick
figure
Rock.
that out, you deserve not to have toilet paper.
Hey Jimmy, let's talk. I wanted because you're a real fascinating person and you've got all kinds of crazy stories and there's a couple of them that I jotted down. I wanted to talk to you about, see if you could maybe elaborate. Let's talk about your. I found it interesting. Your cousin who works for NASA. Can we talk about him?
Oh, that's not my cousin. That's a friend.
Oh, it's your friend.
Okay. Yeah, my friend. Actually,
He's got a friend that works for NASA. Who's a good one?
Well, he's actually a friend of.
He started somewhere else, right? Then he went to NASA.
He was an IT guy at a police department that my wife worked at.
Okay.
And that's how they became friendly.
Okay.
And one day my wife was having a problem with her computer, and he happened to be in town, so she contacted him, and he ended up coming over to our house. And he fixed her computer, no problem. And then, I called him about my problems, and he says, "Yeah, you're just no." It ain't. He's like, "NASA can't help you." Yeah, he's like, "No, your hard drive is gone.
Oh
shit, it's all dead."
That is so cool. Just the fact that you know someone that works for NASA. Like, who the fuck do you know that works for NASA?
That's crazy, isn't it? Nuts.
I was expecting you to come in with a NASA shirt, man. I always wanted one of those.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna get you one. I'm gonna get you one.
All right, cool.
And I'm getting it for free.
Yeah. All right, cool.
It might cost me a baseball.
Those are hard to find, but once in a while I'll see people with it, randomly. And we're like, damn, that's a NASA shirt. I wonder who he knows.
Oh
God,
I don't even know where I'm going. I wanted to go somewhere, but no.
Okay. You want to talk about WPT?
The World Poker Tour. Yeah,
So Jimmy, go ahead, Jimmy. You give us a story on the World Poker Tournament.
Well, I have. I shouldn't say I have. That's been taken care of. But I used to have a gambling problem, and my problem was I was a gambler. Pretty much, that's it. Blackjack, slot machines.
You were addicted to it for a while.
I was working 2 full-time jobs and still gambling.
That's crazy. How the fuck do you do that?
And then I ended up in a really bad financial place. Duh.
You think?
Yeah. So, basically almost lost my house and my wife. And, But anyway, it all worked out. Grateful for that. And I started playing poker. And
Heavily.
Yeah, but it was different in a way where there was different kind of programming going on.
Okay.
And I remember I was playing at the Horseshoe Casino in Indiana. And I went out to go have a cigarette when I smoked cigarettes. And this guy came up to me, an Asian guy. He's like, "Hey, man, you're a pretty good poker player. I've been watching you." And I'm like, I don't think I'm, to myself, I'm thinking, like, I'm not a good poker player, So we had a conversation. We ended up becoming really good friends. And then I found out that he was part of a group of poker players, and he learned from a group of poker players. And one of these poker players had won a first place on a World Poker Tour that was televised.
Wow.
And I got some lessons. And with some internal work and external work, the best I ever did was first out of 1,500 in a tournament. First place, 1,500.
First place out of 1,500 fucking people.
Yeah, and then
we're in Vegas or where?
No, it was online.
Oh,
it was online. And then
that's crazy. With a bunch of people you don't know.
And then I got really close to going to the World Series of Poker for free. At the Horseshoe Casino during the World Poker Series time, they had in the past picked a random table, walked over there, and flipped up cards to every player. Player got the highest card, got a free entry into a tournament.
Wow.
So I had gotten an entry into a tournament, and I think it was like the top 7 players got the winning package, which was the entry to the $10,000 main event plus $2,000 for travel and spending. So but you couldn't sell the ticket. You got to keep it.
Right.
And So 7 people got to go.
Thank you.
Eighth place got like a cash prize. Like at the time, I really wanted the cash prize because I had no money. So my goal was 8th place
Yeah.
because I wanted the 3,600.
Hell yeah.
Guess what place I got? I bubbled.
You what?
I bubbled it.
Really?
I was the last person to get kicked out of the tournament before any money was paid out.
Oh.
I got it all in with 9s against Ace Queen. I was an early.
So you were one spot off the fucking.
There were 10 people left. 9 people got paid.
Damn, dude.
I came in 10th, and that was
Wow.
that was a live tournament out of 980 people.
Damn, Jimmy, you're fucking good at playing poker, bro.
Well, I used to. I don't play as much as I used to. My longest session put me in the hospital. I played poker for 3 and a
I
half.
almost invited you the other day. I'm glad I didn't. Then your wife would hate me.
No. I'd like to come and hang out and play poker. Sure,
Okay.
for fun. Yeah. I mean, I'm not serious money or anything, but my longest session was 3.5 days long. No food and no water. Cigarettes and coffee.
Get out
I
of here.
ended up seizing up and in a hospital. And then my mother, during those 3 days, my mother and my wife were sending people to the casino trying to get me to come home, and I wouldn't leave.
3 days, dude. What?
3.5. No
3.5
food.
days with no food, just cigarette and.
Cigarettes and coffee, not even water.
I seen a buddy of mine do it for like almost 30 hours.
And I ended up seizing up, passing out, bit off part of my tongue,
What?
and it grew back.
Really?
Yeah. And then I was at the hospital, and they filled me up with all these wonderful vitamins and everything. And then we had to go back to the casino so I could get my chips off the table. And guess what happened? I got my chips back the next day.
No.
I started playing again. My mom was there. My wife was there. I was there for 6 more hours.
How
I couldn't even eat, man. I couldn't chew food.
How up were you?
I was playing 1-2, and the most you can buy in, at a 1-2 game is $200. So anything that you see a 1-2 player have on a table over 200 has to be winnings.
So how much money did you have in front of you after fucking 3 days of fucking playing?
I had a gigantic stack. I had I had so many chips. This is a true story. In 1-2 at the horseshoe, the $1 chips are white,
right.
and the $5 chips are red, right. I had so many red chips on the table. The floor manager came over and he asked me, "Do you want to color some of these up?" I was taking up a lot of room on the table, And
You're like, no, I like the way it looks.
yeah, I said no. I said, this is intimidating. I go, they sit down with their 2 little
Let them,
stacks like
let
this.
them do their fucking work. You had them working, dude. They're working. They're pissed. They had to be pissed at you.
My God,
They had to be pissed at you. 3 days doing that shit? Oh, God.
I say the same thing to my poker chips when I throw them in the pot. You know what I say to them?
What?
Bring back some friends, baby. Yeah, all the friends. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have you over then, man. The guys are gonna be pissed. Like, dude, this guy, you just said he was a fucking professional poker player. I never said that. I never said that.
I'm not a pro, and I don't think I could make it as a pro. I know that I don't have what it takes to make it as a professional poker player.
I think different, Jimmy. If you won fucking first place out of fucking 1,500 people, dude, that's fucking accomplishment, dude.
Yeah,
you kidding me?
but you're talking over 30 years, dude. 20, 30 years.
Whatever.
Hey, I got my first place. I'm done.
Yeah.
That's all I need. And I know I know another guy who did. He was the first magician to ever do a Super Bowl commercial.
Okay.
And he's a magician. And he told me that when he, how you go to these auditions, like even sometimes DJs, they have auditions. You show up and they want to hear you, and So he goes to this audition. He's standing in this long ass line. He finally gets up to the front of the line, does the trick they want him to do the first time, and he's hired. That's how good he is.
Yeah.
Really good. Yeah. He's from Chicago too. And
you mentioned, you said your cousin is a magician,
yeah,
right?
my cousin. He's
a professional magician, amongst other things.
Yes, he's a professional magician. He's a award-winning magician. At Navy Pier every year, they have a close-up magic contest. If he joined that every year, he would win it every year. So he only joins once every 5 years.
What's his name?
His name is his magician name is the Great Franchini. You can probably look him up online.
The Great Franchini.
Yeah, he was in the Super Bowl commercial. Was for BMO Harris, and he's the magician that pulled a coin from behind a person's ear, dropped it in the hat.
Okay.
They had a line of magicians for this audition.
Uh-huh.
Some of these guys were doing it 10 times. They're like, get out of here. He did it one time. They hired him.
No shit.
You know, he still gets checks from that.
Really?
Every time they air,
So
if they air that commercial, he gets a check.
Damn, I'm gonna look into it. So that I remember from your cousin, he's a magician and he's also a pianist. You said, right? He plays the piano real well. He's
Classically trained, phenomenal piano, and he has a master.
coach for vocals.
He has a master's in voice. Yeah, he can tell you everything about your voice. Anything in this region, he's really intelligent.
Wow.
And he also is he does sacral work, cranial sacral work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like massage, but for the brain, like
Okay.
internal.
That's very interesting.
There's 12 sacral nerves inside your head, and they can be manipulated. And the bones in your head actually move. You don't have one bone on your skull. You have like 4.
Oh shit.
Yeah. We'll talk about all these.
We need to
crazy
bring
things.
this guy on next.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's busy, but
He's here in Illinois?
He lives.
Yeah.
He doesn't live too far from here.
Yeah.
I can go show you his baby grand piano. I got a key to his house.
You showed me a clip of something the other day. It was just fucking cool. Watching him do his thing. It was pretty cool, man. Interesting guy.
Yeah, he's
cool. I'd like to meet him.
super
bring
fun.
him here one day and shoot the shit with him.
I think you guys would get along great.
Yeah.
He's a Leo too. Super creative, super and funny and smart. He speaks like 6 languages, or he's trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just got back from Germany.
So he does a lot of traveling then.
He did a show in Germany, and he sang a German opera song, and he sang it in German. And when he was finished singing, all these German people were coming up to him, speaking to him in German because he sang in German. So
And he's like, "No, I don't speak German."
I don't know. And then he took them all out to dinner.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was a good gesture.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, I don't speak, but I'll take you out to dinner.
Yeah. He's like,
Oh, that's cool.
go get some wieners.
Frankini.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look him up, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look him up, man.
Great Frankini.
And he's a cousin of yours. That's crazy. Magician, pianist, and wow, it's unbelievable. You just got.
He's probably the closest relative I have in my life because pretty much everybody else is dead. That's it, man. Everybody's gone.
Childhood friends of yours still gotta be some.
Yeah, my friend Dave. We grew up as kids, started DJing together.
You guys still talk? You guys still communicate and stuff?
Absolutely. I love him to death. Love his family. Love his
You got
wife.
TikTok?
love
Is he
his
on here?
kids.
Did you tell him about it?
I did tell him about it, and he says for some reason he doesn't like to do TikTok.
Milo, what's up, brother? Thank you for joining. Mondo, you're still on. Thank you, bro. Firebush. Who else was on here? People coming in and out. Any questions for my guy, Jimmy B? Anybody? Any questions at all? Party downtown.
Fire away.
Fire away, guys. We're going to do Q&A. We're going to wait for some people. Let's see if anybody has anything that they want to know about my guy, Jimmy, here. Man, we covered a lot, Jimmy. Man, we covered a lot. We did a lot. We're on 2 hours.
Wow. I could sit here and talk all day.
2-3 minutes, hours. We got another 30 minutes, or actually 40, still to spare. But I wanted to. So DJ Mondo's asking, do you think 50 is too late to learn to DJ? Hell no.
No way. No.
It's never too late to learn anything in life, bro.
I'll tell you why I think 50 is a good age to start learning.
All right, here you go, Mondo. Listen to him.
At 50, you're probably better established financially.
There you go. That's the main one.
So now you got some money to spend, right? Or at least you have some kind of credit and income, right?
Right.
And not only that, but as we get older, we're going to have retirement coming up, right? So we're going to need hobbies and stuff, right? What are you going to do?
Shit to do.
I
This is going to be my hobby right here, bro.
Right. Why are you're building? You're a builder.
Right.
You don't even know you're building it, but you're building it.
Right.
We're all builders. We're building something, but what are you building?
Right.
You know? And when that time comes where you can't work anymore,
You got plan B. You got a plan B.
You still want to do something.
Right.
There's a lady, Aunt something or another, on TikTok. She's an older woman, has a great disposition, wonderful personality. You ever see her? She's on the stoves doing this with her pots and pans to DJ. She ended up buying a controller, and now she's DJing with
What should go by?
Crazy Aunt or something.
Oh yeah, she's an old.
And now
she's from the UK.
Yeah, and now she's
like grandma. Yeah,
she started out on a
She's
stove.
got
Now
a
she's got 3,000
following.
She's got a beautiful
Wow.
setup,
Yeah,
all
I
within a
seen
couple
that.
of years.
And she's having a blast, dude. I'm like, wow, she calls
And
herself
she's not-
grandma or something. They think.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Yeah, dude.
The Crazy Auntie.
The crazy auntie. There you go.
Yeah, and she's actually pretty good on the decks. And what I like about it is
I was like, you got to be shitting me when I saw it. I'm like, no, this is a joke. And then she started
that's-
popping up more and more on my
that's
feed.
what
I'm
we're
like,
talking
wow.
about.
Yeah.
She's retired. She's doing something she likes.
Check her out, man. That's
Yeah, she's and the other one I really like that just came on TikTok is DJ Electro Kitty.
I just she just followed me the other day. I'm following her right now.
I had a little
Electro Kitty.
chat with her, and
Where's she from? She's from she's not from here, is she?
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
But I did tell her about your channel, and I
appreciate that, Jimmy. Thank you.
I
went on.
send everybody your way.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Producers, music makers, DJs. You want it heard?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Maybe he'll
Appreciate
play
your
it if
support.
he approves it. You know,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
can
she
ask.
reached out.
right?
She reached out. I follow her.
And
Checking her out.
what I like about her is she's 50 years old, so she's like right around our age,
Okay.
and she's got a great story. She started out as a little kid like I did,
Mm-hmm.
you know, in the 90s. She was doing big clubs and fests and stuff.
Oh wow,
so-
I didn't know she was doing.
yeah. Well, she was talking about it. That's what I heard,
Okay.
you know. So, yeah.
See, we don't even know until we start asking. We gotta,
Right, and there's so many good DJs, and that's one thing I love about social media. People have the opportunity to showcase their talent without anybody else's approval.
Right.
You know, you don't have to apply to a
That's
radio
that's the beauty of
station.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
You are your boss. You're the program director. You decide what goes on your program and what doesn't, you know?
Right.
Yeah, you're the boss of,
Figure out what works for you and what doesn't.
am I pronouncing that right? Quivole?
Cuvole.
Qvole.
Cuvole means what's up. It's a slang term for
What's up? What's happening?
Mm-hmm. Cuvole.
Nice.
Yeah. I got a friend of mine who's a police officer. He's Colombian. He told me, hey, I never hear you say that. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? I say it all the fucking time. I've had those license plates. I had the Cuvole on my license plate in my car for 15, 16 years. I'm always saying it all the time.
Nice.
And we don't speak Spanish. We probably don't speak that much Spanish to each other. It's probably what it is, but I say it all the time.
And
Even
I
my
love-
neighbors. They see me, hey, Cuvole, Cuvole.
I love the 1200 ram it round. Who designed that?
Me?
You did that?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I just decided I wanted to change it up a little bit.
You're creative.
And then my girl Raquel was asking me. I mean, she made a comment saying, "What does the DJ got to do something with the podcast or something like that?" I don't know what it was, what I said, or why she even said that. Then I thought about it a few days later. I'm like, you know what?
How do we make it more relatable to
Yeah.
DJs?
So then I decided, you know what? I'm gonna add this to a turntable, a 1200, and I just decided to do it. And I'm like, let me see how it looks. And then boom, I'm like, oh, I love it. And I said,
you
fuck
should
it.
get a real one
Yeah.
and have somebody
Oh, yeah.
do the artwork and put it
Oh
up.
yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah.
know what that would cost. I couldn't pay you.
Jay Who gave me the idea of doing the QC, the whatchamacallit, on the whatchamacallit on the sign, so that we could just scan it and then
The QR code?
the QR
Yeah,
code.
that's awesome, man.
And I'm like, you know what, you're right. I'll just scratch it on there, whatever. That's another thing I gotta do. Or on the shirts.
Sure. Just an easy picture to take.
Yeah, that was Jay Who's idea.
That's a great idea.
Shout out to Jay Who, Chicago Lisa. Thank you for joining.
There's a lot of creative people out there. And
One more question: controller or turntables? Oh man.
well, I like the convenience of controllers,
Yeah.
but I also like the challenge of vinyl. I think there's something special.
I think everybody should start on that. Every single DJ should have
that's.
or touch them and have some sort of experience with them.
I think your release and the finesse, keeping those needles on the records while you're doing tricks and scratching.
Yeah, man. Because
and
to me, it's all about the feel. It's
the
all
touch.
about the feel.
There's a special touch to it. man.
Because the controllers, they're cool and everything, but I like them big. But like right now, I'm thinking about
Everything's small.
getting rid of the SX2 and getting some platters, getting
Like
the
when-
Rev 7 or the Rain 1 maybe.
When I scratch, I have long arms.
Yeah.
I'm on a controller. I'm like
I love putting my hand on
like this. I'm like,
Yeah, man.
You know, I gotta have my.
Yeah, that's why I bought my
Distance
Rain
between-
12s. I love them. I love
Yeah,
them.
they're super sensitive. I
Jimmy
just
jumped on
touched
them
it.
for a little bit, but-
1 second I touched it. I was like,
Holy shit! Yeah.
just took off. I'm like, it's
Mm-hmm.
like a race car.
Yeah. Have you had any experience with the Pioneer turntables, the ones with the high torque on them? Have you ever messed with those?
No, I've only I have
heard
12.
they're
I still
pretty
have my 1200s.
I've heard they're different, but
But I did see them, and I lifted them up. They had some
Heavy.
nice weight to them,
Yeah, they
so they
do.
seem like they're built really
I was
well.
really close to buying them, but I'm just like, I don't got no vinyl. I got to do phase on them and do. I'm like, there's more
Then
shit to learn.
Vinyl's expensive today. When we grew up, it was like $2.99.
It's
or
coming back, bro.
$3. I know it's
Vinyl's
popular,
coming
but
back
it's
again.
very expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, I know some guys that are paying $80 for a 12-inch single.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, it was like $3.99 or $2.99 for a domestic and $8 for an import.
Here's a question I was going to ask you. Vinyl, do you still have it?
Oh yeah, I still have vinyl. Love it.
All of it. You never sold any
Well,
of it at all?
I did give some of it away because I was recording it onto my hard drive that disappeared. Just poof, and it's gone. That's why I love my vinyl, man.
Yeah, man. There's
Even CDs, at least something on a hard copy.
Yeah.
And USB sticks and hard drives, a strong enough magnet, man, will just rip it right off.
Yeah, man.
And the other thing I think I like about vinyl too is
the cracks. I like listening to the cracks, dude. The fizzles and the pops.
I call that character.
Yeah, man.
Like that thing's been around.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
And I like vinyl too for the reliability. When you go to a controller, I saw it yesterday. I was watching TikTok. There was a DJ. He's on his controller. He's doing really well, and all of a sudden the controller just stops.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. So he was prepared though. He had his turntables and he had vinyl ready to go. And he just kept going, reset it, and got back in.
That's what's up, dude.
He knows what he's doing.
Another
He's
thing
been
about
there and done it.
Another thing about vinyl too is it's all real time. The wave files. Oh man.
They're crazy.
Yeah, they're big files, but it's quality, man. Quality. It doesn't get better than vinyl.
Yeah, I think vinyl
Crystal clear.
If you have a good stylus and a good piece of vinyl, obviously decent speakers too, but
Yeah.
you're going to get a full sound. I love the sound of vinyl. I really do.
Yeah, I had a couple friends offer me turntables already, and I just had to turn them down because I don't have no more. I do have room for them, but it's me too much clutter, and then I'm like, oh, I gotta
That's what my problem is. I got way too much.
I already know the way I am. I'm gonna want to buy records.
Yes.
And I am stupid enough to go buy them. So I'm like, okay, here we go. Now where am I
It's
gonna
not
put all this
stupid.
shit?
It's just
Well,
maybe not necessary right now.
It's stupid for me to take them upstairs and have all this weight upstairs. I'm like, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, vinyl is heavy.
Yeah.
And that shit's crazy.
No, so
I remember lugging around 8 crates to go to different gigs,
yeah.
like weddings, and it's just terrible.
I did that a few times with a couple of DJs going up and down clubs, 3 stories downtown,
And I
calling records, dude. All because all you want to do is you want to be cool, walking with the DJ for free.
Yeah,
That's it.
I think that's another one of my big struggles. I get calls for events, and I turn down quite a bit of them because I can't find good help. I can't find somebody to show up on time.
Really?
Can't find good help. I'm looking for somebody who's young, who wants to be a DJ, who wants to learn, who's not afraid to carry. A lot of times today, they want to be DJs, but they don't know anything. They want to play music, but they don't know how to connect the speaker.
Or they're just
you know
lazy,
what I mean?
lazy and they want to put in the time.
Right? Or they don't want to help.
Right.
They don't. They don't
That's the
want.
problem with most of the.
They don't want to learn. There's like no initiative.
Yeah, they want you to do everything for them. Like, doesn't work that way, kid.
Yeah.
It's the problem we're having in the workforce now, everywhere. Even in the trades, that's the big problem right now.
Yeah.
They don't want to work. They want everything for free. I don't want to carry that ladder. Like, you're kidding me? You're an electrician. That's what you're going to do is carry a ladder all fucking day, every day.
Yeah, and you're gonna climb
And
it.
you're complaining about it.
And you're gonna climb it.
And you're getting paid $60 an hour for it, and you're complaining, bro. Go look getting another job. Getting paid $60 an hour doing that. And they pay you for school. No one else does that anymore. They pay you for school. Well, at least my union does. They send you to school. You work like 40 hours, and you get paid from.
Yeah, my friend Jake
Great.
just went to a class. He was going to a class to work in a jail. to work in a jail.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a friend working there now.
That's funny.
I think Maximus is there working right now.
They had to send him to a special school and then drug test him to go work in a prison.
Oh, yeah.
They're all full of drugs in prison.
It's crazy.
She's the only clean one in there doing the work. Cops are all dirty, the jail guys are all dirty. They're selling it.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
They're going to test one guy. Go
Shit.
test everybody in there and let me know how that goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. You're going to test the guy that's going to fix the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, whatever. Make it make sense. It don't make no sense.
No problem, Mando. Any more questions, let me know, man. I got you. You're the only one right now asking questions, so ask away, man. Mando said thank you for answering his question.
Oh, you're welcome, man.
I appreciate it. Chi-Town Memo, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? We've been live on TikTok for a little over 2 hours. I'm interviewing DJ Jimmy B. Great stories, man. You missed out on a lot of good stories. I don't know if you were on here earlier, but have some good stories, man. We're still yakking it away, and we're doing Q&A right now for anybody who's interested in getting some questions answered. I'm a beginner DJ, so I have a few. Go ahead, Mando. Shoot away, bro. Shoot away. You have the floor. Go ahead. And by the way, we're recording this live as well. I'm gonna be putting it on my YouTube channel. The handle is Cubole Podcast Chicago. So if you guys want to check out the interview, I'm gonna be editing it as soon as I'm done with it today. Getting better at editing, so I might even do it the following day. I don't know, depends on my schedule, but I'll definitely have it up by Friday, edited and posted and everything else. So if you guys want to check out the full video, the full interview, it'll be there as well as other interviews that I have on there. Go check it out. I have DJ Adam Rock on there. I got a couple friends of mine that are rappers that were just performing yesterday. Santo Pecado, who is Demo Ramirez and Juan Zarate, and amongst other people. I got other DJs and stuff in there, so check it out. And also check out my other YouTube channel and my TikTok channel, the Krabby Electrician. Jimmy knows it. That's a good one, man. I got really good videos there of the stuff that I've been doing.
I love the logo, the Krabby Electrician.
Yeah.
It's just hilarious.
That's another one I built. I loved it, man.
I love it.
Well, that was another one by Raquel. She's like you're a crab ass or whatever. And
Krabby.
and then like, well, you should call yourself the Krabby Electrician. I was like, what? I'm like, you know what?
It's true, right?
Yeah, dude.
And it makes so much sense when I see you on the videos and you're like, you're MFing under your breath, pulling the wires through the wall.
And then I remember when I did it, and I went to Adam's live. I went on there. He didn't know who I was, and then we did one like a double take, and he's like, Krabby Electrician. He's like, dude, he's like, man, you guys got some funny ones. And I was like, that's me, dude. Like, Scrappy, that's you? Like, yeah. So I'll jump on his live, and I'll be like, hey, where's Scrappy at? I'm like, hey, where's Scrappy at? Hold on, let me go get him, then I'll switch over.
Multi-person, yeah.
Not so many people know about it.
I got it.
So on my birthday, when he came over, I'm glad he came to my house, and we did that live together. It was fun, man. I'm glad he came.
It was good.
And I put on the Krabby Electrician shirt, so you can see it. And I'm like, what better day to do it than that day, We had fun that day. We were spinning for like 7 hours, I think.
That was a good time.
Yeah, I'm shout outs to him, man. I'm glad he came and supported me and came over for my birthday. Had some drinks. We had a good time. We'll do it again. Rain 1, MK2. Yeah.
What about them?
Well, I was thinking about getting some turntables, but they're so expensive now. Should I invest in the MK2, the Rain 1 MK2? It's all preference, man. You should try messing with it. If someone has equipment, go mess with it, man, before you go buy it, dude.
Yeah,
that's go to Guitar Center, see what they have on display. Go fuck with it,
or even ask them.
Ask them, like, if they see that you're really interested in buying one, they'll pull one out of a box and they'll put it for you, bro. Take your computer or whatever, and they'll let you monkey around with the gear there. So they're pretty good for it. So
I personally, if I was starting out today, I wouldn't use vinyl. I think that
no,
vinyl is very expensive, and I think that you will be able to learn not better, but a little bit faster in digital. And I think I think the music is a lot less expensive. $250 a song instead of like $80 for a 12-inch.
Or then just get on a DJ pool, or if DJs want to buy.
That's the other thing, man.
If you ever want to buy music too, like I can direct you to a couple guys that have good music that sell it pretty decent. I've bought a few USB sticks from DJs before. So if you're looking,
in the community, there's a lot of help that way.
Yeah. So if you ever need any kind of music, just
and you want to talk about vinyl and record pools. When I worked at 88.1 CRX, somebody called me, wanted me to be in their record pool. No fee, no nothing. Just come every Monday and pick up these records.
Nice.
I had a whole basement full. I would listen to this stuff, and a lot of it at the time wasn't the right time for that music. You know what I mean? It just didn't fit that time. And today I'm wondering, what does that stuff sound like? Because I threw it all out.
Damn.
I mean, like a room this size just filled boxes of vinyl. And I listened to every one of them. There were some that I liked that I kept, but most of them were kind of, I didn't.
You're like,
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, and the other thing too about music is there's so many songs where like I'll be listening. I'm like, man, this is great. And then something happens that just
Clicks.
kills that song.
Oh.
So what I do is I take those songs and I remix them and rearrange them in a way where those dead spots that irritate me are gone. So like if you listen to anyone,
horns?
oh well, that's my favorite. Oh yeah, where are we in Chicago or what? Oh look, she's dropping her rates.
Oh my God,
She's dropping her rates.
that's Jimmy's favorite
it's annoying.
favorite noise. I can't stand that shit either, man.
It's just
I'll do it once in a while.
That's a cover up for a bad transition. Is what
Laser.
it is.
Yeah, that's
But-
what it is.
But anyway, yeah, no, that's bad. That's real bad. That's something our president would be doing in the White House.
Yeah,
Bam, 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 bam. Can't wait to push the button.
yeah.
You know,
For sure.
goofy.
All right, man. I think that is it. Let's see who's on still. We got DJ Mondo and Firebush. Troopers, thank you guys for joining the live, supporting guys. Appreciate it. Me and Jimmy.
Thank you
appreciate
very
guys.
much. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you everybody that joined and tapped in. We got 77. Ain't bad. I don't know how much traffic we got, but it doesn't matter. We got it. We're gonna post it on YouTube and we're gonna share it, and repost it, and
Well,
do whatever we got to do with it.
I think the next one is going to be a little more interesting.
Yes,
because,
it is. We're gonna improvise a little bit and do probably something different, but we're definitely gonna do like a 3-part with Jimmy.
Yeah, one of them is going to be real interesting.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to believe it.
So
I wouldn't believe it if somebody told me. I wouldn't. I think you're nuts. But it's true.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate all you guys that jumped on TikTok and showed support. Appreciate you guys.
I hope to see you at the next event that
Yeah.
Scrap holds. It's supposed to, what was it, September sometime?
Yeah, we're gonna
Thinking?
we're gonna do something for Crash Bar again, part 2. But Adam's saying we're gonna be doing an event outside, a live
Oh,
event
that's
outside,
awesome, man.
late September. We're
Awesome.
thinking. Probably same lineup. I don't know what's going on with the lineup. I'm absolutely clueless. But we're definitely gonna have it. It's gonna be outside at Crash Bar on 71st in Harlem, 7112 South Harlem. So stay tuned for that. I'll put out a flyer, or Adam will probably do it, and I'll keep you guys posted on that because we had a great outing, man. It was
A lot
it
of
was-
good people.
It was good to network. It was
And
great.
I'm not.
people. Jimmy was there, so he'll tell you.
Yeah,
my
I'm
line.
not a social type
Butterfly.
guy. I'm kind of like more to myself or one person, you know.
Yeah,
But met a lot of nice people and met a lot of nice DJs. Had great conversations, and I hope to see them again. You know.
yeah, for sure.
Good stuff.
So yeah, guys, I think that's it. No one's asking any more questions. Appreciate you guys. What time is it? It's 8:25. We're going on 2 hours and 20 minutes, Jimmy. That's good.
Perfect.
That's-
Whatever
that's A
floats
little
your
more
boat.
than I wanted to put. We got enough footage. We got enough stuff to put on tape.
Yeah, you got enough to edit together.
Yeah. So okay, guys, we're gonna be calling it quits.
Thanks for watching,
Thank you guys for watching. All you guys, appreciate you, Maximus, the moderators that came in.
everybody. Thank you.
Eva, I don't know who else was in here. They're not in here no more. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and close this one down. So we'll see you on the next one. Stay tuned for DJ Jimmy B Part 2, guys. Hope you guys just enjoyed the interview, and we'll catch you on the flip side, guys.
Thanks.
Good night, Chicago.
Good night.
Peace to everybody. Peace and chicken grease is what I say.
Enjoy it.
Hasta luego.